I have the 5 tabs I need open to play.
Oh, I don't have notes open. That's what I was missing. Ooh, that wouldn't have gone far. Okay, while your DM gets notes together, on the last session we left off with you guys traveling. Not much more than that. You pretty much the highlights where you encountered a giant green dragon. You encountered an orcish party running from 2 giant apes. Didn't ask why they got themselves into that predicament, but somehow they did. There was a whole backstory there, but you know, screw them.
Nah,
yeah,
we don't need that shit.
Had a couple good days. Had a couple bad days. Got ganged up by a dragon. Lost the dwarven woman you saved to the dragon's breath. Brought back the rich.
Her husband now.
She does have a headstone. She's with her husband, you're right. You brought back the rich... Yeah, maybe. You brought back the rich noble who tried to escape from you with terrifying speed because your monk is broken, says the guy who ran smoke.
Yeah, I was going to say, almost broken.
Yeah. And overall, had a rather low-key session. So...
That's right, guys. Killing a dragon in 12 seconds. Low-key.
I mean, it wasn't meant to be a really hard encounter. It was just meant to be, you know, an interesting one that might have killed whoever you had picked up by this point in time. So, you guys are on the side of the road. You have harvested dragon parts. It has taken you most of the day, though you still have some time left if you wish to travel. Or you can camp here next to the dragon's corpse. What would you guys like to do?
We were gonna travel, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not staying here.
Because we're in kind of a shitty, swampy...
The next couple of days will be... There is a high road. The road is functionable. But it is through forests and swamps for the next couple of days. You are in the middle of the... Let me... switch the map. Yeah, the Bermuda Triangle is still here because I have not done any prep work. This thing has also not been moved because, you know...
Better, I got the Bermuda Triangle.
You're good. You guys are around like halfway through this forest at this point in time. Because the Gilded Roadway doesn't really show much on the map up in this area, so we're just saying it cuts down through here. So... what would you guys like to do? Or does it go up here? Oh no, we'll say, actually, I see the Gilded Roadway now. I just wasn't zoomed in enough. You're right here.
Like to commit war crimes.
Well, you guys do that like almost every session.
In Yugoslavia.
Yeah,
how are you using this map? Is it a type of website where you can build map software? So, this is Roll20, and this is the official Wildemount Menagerie Coast Guide. So, for maps, because some people are new, this is the Menagerie Coast, where most of the session has taken place. They've been in Nekadronis, Port Zune, Broken Bank, Basaft Isles, Palmaflora, some other places. The full map we use, because we can derail a bit right now since JR is not here, is this big. Oh, shit. I forget, you see this one.
I want to go to those volcanic lava fields.
So, this is the full map. They are in this small area down here.
Because I think it'll be fun, Trey. Haven't you ever been to Hawaii?
No.
Me neither.
I can think of a few other places where America has really taken a shit on that I would like to go to first.
That would take so long for us to get there.
Okay, there we go. So... yeah, it is a lot. It's a big map. It's a great world. If you haven't... his book, this campaign setting is stupidly in-depth, and I love it. It makes my life easy.
I'd argue America more took a shit in Hawaii than on it. So we then also stole it.
It's the system. Yeah. That's what I mean by the shit on it.
So...
I know. I was just differentiating between in and on. We've shit on lots of places. We haven't shit in that many.
Trey, I feel like is there anything you guys would like to do tonight? The rest of your day goes pretty normally. It's a little humid. It's getting closer and closer. It's actually now. It is officially summer now that you have been on this trip.
Nice. I'll just make a roast.
Okay.
Can we get all the way to like the river?
Which river? This river?
Yeah.
Not today. You guys are pretty much like you're technically a little farther back.
Yes.
You have 4.5. You have 4.5 days
roast.
left to travel by my count, which means you're about right here. So you can't get another 68 miles today.
So let's get to right outside the woods or the forest.
Pretty much to get to the river will be another 2.5 days. On foot, you guys travel 24 miles a day according to the DMG or Player's Handbook. So that's how I separated out the days. So from Fellowin to there, it pretty much is like just under 300 miles, which I equated to. My math made sense.
Well,
I feel like we can here would be a good spot, like where the road splits.
Oh, I mean, we're not. The circle is just a rough estimate to show like where you are on the mode. You're 5 days away from Port Damali.
Just when I want to be in a safe spot.
Oh yeah, you guys have been camping in safe spots. Plus, you have Mistress's, as she likes to call it, gothic tiny hut to keep you invisible at night. So yes, you find a nice little cropping. Actually, make a survival check for me. See how safe you are. You can make it with advantage because the group's looking. You find a nice hill with a decent tree on it, and usually this would be like really high visibility, but you know because of Mistress's invisibility dome.
Plus 5 to perception.
Yeah, you will have a good vantage point of anything coming at you, and they won't be able to see you. So you do find a nice little place to make camp for the night. Also, Mistress, was that your check to make the roast?
Yes.
Yeah, you make a god tier elk roast tonight.
It was my check. I didn't roll a d20, so that was my first roll tonight. Shame on me. Ben didn't do it either.
It's okay.
The DM didn't either.
Almost like rolling d20s at the start is a terrible thing to do, and we shouldn't do it.
Yeah, but I've rolled a lot of
I
nat
don't
ones on those
have
first rolls.
strong feelings about it either way.
It's just what you're doing.
I think it's both silly but also like kind of fun. Mostly I just
Relentlessly
forget to
make
do it.
fun of it, but still do it.
It tells you how far. Oh my god. Yeah, I had to custom set this to tell us how far it is. Like I had to match it up.
You basically set it grid, and each square of the grid has its own.
Yeah, I found the key somewhere and it works.
Yeah, there's a lot of in-depth customization.
Thank you for the follow, Temmie209. I don't know if I said that right. So, Mistress, as you all set up camp, Val and Oladim heading the tents, Mistress takes her stuff out of her pack and starts setting up and making a roast, which probably is some of the best food you've had anywhere in a very long time since you've been on the road for over 10 days now.
I think this is probably literally the best food X has ever had.
Possibly.
He hasn't had that much food.
26 on this roast.
Possibly. Also, Mistress, you got extra XP for the nat 20. I don't know if you saw.
Wait, how much closer am I?
So.
What's that? Is that JR?
No, it was me sucking in and making sounds.
What?
What?
Is there anything you guys would like to do? Mistress walks up to the tree and touches it. You see the familiar ripple of energy expand outwards and create the translucent dome around you.
I'm gonna take. I almost said take Exa hunting again, which I guess is true, but I meant Callisto.
I'm taking Callisto hunting and X by default.
So as they set up the camp, you look at your pet baby bear, your cub, and tell him it's time to hunt. Is it just you two hunting?
I assume Mistress is coming with me.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
sure.
It's pretty much her bear.
Oh no, it's yours. I just make sure it's fed.
You just take care of it.
Give it all of its shots, you take care of it, you take it to bed, you make sure it's fed. Yeah.
I groom it. Make sure it's trained. But it's yours. No doubt.
Mistress is just the translator and the trainer and everything. Can you make a survival check to see if you have a successful hunt?
Sure, Mistress, will you let me make this with advantage, please?
Mistress is cooking.
What? I have a +7. Do you want me to make it?
Yes, I'll give you advantage. I have a +0.
So after Mistress is done cooking, you both take a second away and go out and try and find something for Callisto to hunt within an hour or so. Alden, Val, is there anything you'd like to do at camp while they're doing this?
I'm sold.
Not really for me.
Yeah, nothing I can think of.
They're just twirling their thumbs, eating the best roast of their life.
Oh, right now, actually, because of the rolls, Val, you would be sitting there masterfully carving the dragon tooth.
I was about to bring that up.
Master, please.
Masterfully. What? Stop. The hunt goes successful. Mistress, I'm guessing, turns back into her bear form. And you show the cub how to hunt. You come back this time with another, we'll say just a small boar. And
Okay, I can work for.
as you bring it back, you're out of room in your bag of colding.
Yeah, I figured. So I know how long you said it would take for me to make jerky.
Yes.
But what if I wanted to make a lot of jerky?
Same time, just did you try and did you harvest the dragon tongue?
I did. And I need to make jerky on that too. I also need to free up some space on the bag of colding, and I figured I could make people rations of
So making you're gonna make me Google how long does it take to dehydrate jerky in medieval times?
Not that long actually.
Yeah.
Especially in summertime.
Yeah.
Well, according to my recipe,
Yeah, no, that's different. But that would take a day of not, like a half a day of not
is
moving.
this 2 hours?
It's supposed to say.
They all say 2 hours, to be
Yeah,
fair.
that was a wrong translation. The dragon jerky is supposed to be 6.
Okay, well, update
If
that.
you transform into a horse and we throw a saddle on you and put the meat under the saddle, we could dry it out and tenderize it really quickly.
Would that
Like
actually
that.
work? You would know more about this than me.
Roughly? Really shittily?
Yeah,
You couldn't do it for 2 hours, but once the meat cuts up.
Yeah.
It's like an hour at a time, and then airing it out behind you, you'd be fine.
Okay, well, so we'll say over the next couple of days you'll work on that, and we'll say in like 2 days of this constant method of wild shaping, and with everybody's help, you'll get the jerky made.
Okay.
It's really humid here on the coast,
Yes.
so we don't really have a method of drying it well.
Oh, but you're on the coast, so you're on the constant series.
Yeah.
So humidity went backwards, so you should have air move problems.
So, how much jerky do I make, and then how much pounds of elk meat do I take away for tonight's dinner and the jerky I made?
Okay, so if we're talking about dragon, each tongue is 7 servings, or 7. Sorry, each tongue is 7.
So 7.
So 14 if you use 2. You won't have this for a couple days, remember.
Yeah.
And how much elk are you? Because I do know that elk jerky is a 5-to-1 ratio. I believe that's what it is when I get my elk made. It's 5 pounds of elk makes 1 pound of jerky.
Okay. How much boar could we get?
It's probably like a 200-pound boar, so a third of that, we'll say, give or take, 60 pounds of boar.
Okay.
And we'll say that's what you're cooking tonight.
The next night, yeah.
Okay, the
after
next night.
hunting.
So take how much elk jerky? Convert whatever elk jerky you want, and we'll take another 5 pounds for tonight's roast.
I mean, I'd like to, since we are like continuously hunting, and I still have like foodstuffs, like normal foodstuffs. I'd like to convert most of it.
That's going to be hard because you can only like I'm thinking of the dragon tongues on the horse's back. You guys don't have anything other horse, so like you can only convert really what you can fit on your saddle. I'm guessing these giant, massive dragon tongues are going to take up pretty much all of that space.
So
don't really convert the elk jerky yet.
Or 25 pounds of elk meat to jerky.
Yes, Mistress is the we'll say Martha Stewart of the D&D realm.
Not enough butter for Paladin.
Nah, not enough butter. Yeah, you can do that, I'll say.
25?
Yeah, 25 will work. So we'll say in 3 days' time. Yeah, 3 days' time. And you can start selling this meat off when you get to town and stuff.
Nice.
Like, it's not going to be a high grade. You remember how much you pay for whatever, and they're going to buy it at a lower rate because they're going to resell it. But
so
it is some cash. The hunt is done. You are all fed. The night goes well. Would somebody like to take first watch, or would you like to just sleep through the night?
I'll take first watch. Roll this garbage perception. Why do I have an advantage toggle on? Oh, because we were fighting the dragon. Yeah, I remember.
So, 15. You sit down against a tree, look around you. It's a pretty nice night, and definitely feel like getting hotter. The breeze that comes by is more of a humid breeze now than the nice cool summer one, or the cool spring one. Stars are pretty clear, but you do see some clouds forming. It may or may not storm tomorrow. But your watch goes without any incident. Who's next?
Second watch, along with our friend.
So as Exa wakes you up, you go over and wake up Harold, your very off-put and grumpy noble that you have dragged along.
Actually, guys.
Sorry, sister just brought me food. And Harold actually pays attention pretty well tonight. You spend a lot of your time finishing up a lot of aesthetic designs on the Dragon Tooth. It's looking beautiful at this point, and you're actually really proud of it. Harold,
I'm letting him handle this watch and just watching him.
Yeah, Harold seems to be doing decent. He's very off-put still, and kind of at this point in time, he succumbed to the fact that you guys are making him do this and just going with it. Still not the happiest, but he won't, especially after Oladim tracked him down, won't try and make any runs or anything at this point. And for last watch?
I could do it.
No, you move off long enough, that's fine.
So, the last watch.
You want me to make it? I guess.
Yep. Mistress, make perception check? Never.
Never. I'm never good at those.
Yeah, never good at those. So, Mistress, Val wakes you up and you roll out of bed and look around. Some beautiful wildlife that you notice. Stars in the sky. You see the sun start to rise, and you notice that it's already really fucking hot. Nothing out of the normal for a summer climate, but it's you can tell it's getting to that time of year where it's gonna start getting horrible. Yes, it's the Chef Eat Jedi Emerald. We worked out a thing that she's trying to become a better and better cook.
Yeah.
So
The chef feed is UA until a couple weeks from now, and
16 days.
we are working out how to earn it instead of earn it while you're cooking instead of just earning it at a level up.
Yeah, we're adding some story to her getting it rather than just being like, oh, level 8, you suddenly know how to cook.
Yeah.
So, Trey, I don't think I've had you make a roll for this stuff. Make a roll. D20, please.
Yeah, the daily drop.
And then I'll start working on breakfast. And I'll make some pork chops.
You really see the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. Make those rolls. If anybody would like to do anything this morning, please do so. If not, everybody will get up, pack up their stuff while Mistress makes dinner, and you will move on. Breakfast, sorry. Shh. You usually cook for dinner. I'm tired, okay?
No, I cook breakfast and dinners.
If only you were to get a breakfast cookbook.
We have so
I
much
buy-
chili.
Curry.
Curry,
Yeah,
chili.
you have curry so fucking often. I will say though, because of the little things that have happened,
Yeah.
you know, the saving the woman, the dragon, all these little things that have happened, you guys still have about 5 full days left instead of, you guys pretty much knocked off half a day.
Nice.
Just because those little things had been adding up, and I hadn't been counting them.
Okay. So I am going to use a hands ability because I want us to have a good breakfast.
Hey, jolly girl. I was last night.
Nice. Nice.
Wait, what were you cooking?
I was making pork chops.
Yeah.
Oh wait, negate that 3 because I already used hints ability.
Yep. You cook some pork chops, but you haven't really made pork chops before, and pork is an interesting meat for you to cook. When you end up, you have a really, really hard, crusty outside with a dry inside. You just burnt it. It's edible, but it's not great.
Soft cow.
Cooked it to 165 degrees.
Ugh. I hate pork anyway, so.
Yeah, you guys have some decent, it's edible food. It's nothing compared to last night, but it's edible.
You know what I could really go for? A nice
What?
hamburger.
But you have all received
Or
a long
Don't
rest.
kill me a hard cow.
You've all received a long rest. Gonna save that. Give me 1 second.
3rd level spell.
As I look through my notes.
What are you gonna kill us with today, DM?
So wait, is Val done with his own carving?
Yep.
Okay.
You guys continue on. You ended just outside of this area of swamp, and as you go down the road, you do catch a couple nice breezes. The temperature is getting warmer. And Mistress,
Yeah.
off to the right of the road, probably about a mile or 2 off, you do see a nice steady plume of smoke. Nothing big, nothing like a building's on fire, but
Oh, a plume of smoke, you say?
yes, a plume of smoke.
A tabaxi or a dwarf?
Both.
No, you wouldn't see that.
Yes, you wouldn't see that. Not with his
No.
stealth. Not even your passive sees smoke. Wait, what's your passive perception?
22.
Yeah, his passive stealth is higher than your passive perception. But it looks like there might be a small residence up ahead in a couple miles.
And about how far away are we from Port Damali at this point?
About 5 full days.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be strange to start seeing some, small abodes here and there. They'll probably be increasing over the next couple of days. People that don't want to live in a city, but close enough to, like, make it there if they really need something.
It's a hag.
Yes, it's a hag.
I mean, there's no reason to go bother them.
No, I wasn't going to.
No. It just looks like a cooking fire.
Yep. As the day goes on, you do see, eventually, as you traverse the 2 miles, and it's something that you all see once you get there. There does seem to be a little cabin, probably about 100 or 200 feet off the main road. A well-traveled path to and from the front door. A decent shed behind the house. Looks in decent repair, and there is a old faded sign on top of the door that's not really well shown.
Except also the house is made of gingerbread. Alright, cool. I know you want us to ask, do we see what the sign says?
Yeah.
Not
The sign if you want us to look the sign.
with how faded it is, not from the road.
I would like to know, is the house on chicken legs?
No.
Another good question.
Though
Alright, well,
you do smell an assortment of food. Meats, specifically.
Well, who doesn't love meats?
I'll go up and see what the sign says.
Oh no.
Let's just stay on
We're
the
doomed us
road.
all.
How is the sign from the road?
The house is about 200 feet. If you were to probably get within, like, with your perception and your sight, you'd probably be able to make it out within, like, 75 feet from the house. Most other people would have to get closer, but...
Don't bother.
JR says, can Squish go and look at the sign?
Soul grabs Mistress's soldier. Wait up. Give me a second. And he extends his hand and...
Good soul.
Thank you. Soul, you see Squish, this little red and black fire salamander. I think that's what he is. Pretty sure.
He is a fire salamander.
Runs through the grass ahead of you, and Squish has to get up pretty close, and the entire time Soul has his hand on Mistress's shoulder because his senses are gone. And Mistress, you see the little fire salamander get pretty close to the sign, and he goes, "It says Kara's Kitchen. Adventurers welcome for home-cooked meals."
It's 100% a trap. Not going in there.
Jake,
They
what
might
I've
as well
heard...
just label. I would be more entitled to go if it literally just said, "This is a trap. Come fight me."
Have you heard of
Then I'd
this?
be like, hell yeah.
No, but if you ask Soul, he would tell you that he would spell the name for you, and it is somewhat recognizable as Orcish spelling.
Do we have any reason to... There are two options. It's either it's trap,
Yeah.
or it's home-cooked meals for adventurers. Do we have
Okay.
a reason for either?
I'm hungry. I would like to eat.
Okay, I have a reason for the other one. So it does seem we have a reason for both.
Really shitty
I
breakfast.
don't want there to be a trap sitting around that ambushes and kills people.
Well, just kind of throws his hands
Three,
up and goes,
nope.
well, alright, I guess we're going and knocking on the door then. Harold, don't die.
Yellow and black. Sorry, Jer.
Kumar, you'll be okay.
So you guys are going up to the door?
What a classic movie.
I'll take Harold and like stand Harold at the back of the line.
That movie makes me so fucking hungry.
So as you go up to the door, Val leading the charge, I'm guessing?
No, I'm taking Harold and putting him
Okay.
at the back of the line.
So you and Harold
I'll
are
be
at
in the
back.
front.
Mistress, as you and the group approach, or who choose to approach with you, the smells of meats get stronger and stronger. And as you get up to the door, you can see that it was true. The Kara's Kitchen, home-cooked meals for adventurers. What do you do?
I'll knock on the door.
You'll hear a, "Oh shit! 1 moment," and you'll hear some fumbling, and you hear what sounds like probably a familiar sound enough of a knife entering a piece of wood. and coming to the door and opening it, you see a very heavy-set orcish woman, about 5'2", dark dreads around her hair. Welcome to my kitchen. Can I get you guys anything to eat? Food, meat, anything you need rations for the road?
To be honest, is this a trap? Are you going to poison us?
No.
I know that probably sounds very rude.
I used to adventure. I like to hunt. I can't eat enough. I have a lot of food.
Alright, X is going to roll insight.
Go for it.
May I assist?
Go for it.
I have a +4. What do you have?
I have a +0.
In the back, towering over everyone, I'm just face-palming.
To be clear, X had made his suspicions known far before.
Yeah, this isn't because she's an orc. This is just because...
We knew this.
No, not because of the orc, because you walked up and said, "Is this a trap?" And Val's like, "I'm just gonna tell you it's a trap."
On the table to say
she will open the door, and you do see behind her is just what looks to be a very nice kitchen, and like there's a nice long table for people to sit at, and you do see like nicely wrapped meats and roasts. You see meat hanging from the ceiling drying for jerky.
If this is a trap, I expect you all to Venmo me $5.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to shadow step my way into the chair.
What is the special for today?
Today, I did kill a nice bear the other day, and I do have a decent roast of that.
We can't eat bear.
We.
Oh,
I'll
would be
take back
interested in
to.
you can't eat
Stop
bear?
it.
I'm sorry.
I mean, like, literally, physically, we could, but we're not going to.
I would not turn down bear if you offered it.
I have it. It's a really nice roast. It's a little
you didn't
gamey,
roll
but I paired
the-
it with a mushroom sauce.
So
That's
you're gonna roll the insight?
Oh, I thought you were going to, because you said.
Yeah, sure. I'll roll it with your advantage.
it's not a done recipe yet, but I'm working on it.
Well, we could certainly sample it for you.
I would be
Some of it.
happy. Please come in, sit down. And she turns around and sees all of them in the chair and goes, you are very you're quick. I like you. Exa? She seems above board. She seems like at one point in time in her life she might have made food for a lot of people or whatever, and she found a passion in it and loved it, and now this is kind of just what she does to relax and chill out, and she loves hunting, and she's, by the meat in the house, very good at it.
So I'll munch on something that isn't bear, but I do want to just like go around the room and just like look at all the things that she has like prepared, just to like.
You see roasts of every flavor, of every animal you could think in these woods, all labeled in very, very crude common, in very bad handwriting. And as you look around, you do notice that there's a kitchen, and then there's the main room, and there's a little side door that's cracked open, and you do see a desk inside with some papers.
I'm not gonna go in there.
So I have some...
I'm gonna use our message coin to ask, Squish, to ask Soul to send Squish to look at the papers.
Oh, Mistress is the only one who saw them.
Oh, alright, yeah, fair.
I have some steak I can make for you. I have some beef stew that's on the cooker. I have...
Do you have anything that's not made out of cows or bears?
I have elk burgers. I have venison stew.
Do you have turtle? I could go for a nice turtle stew.
I don't have any turtle at the moment. Sadly, the only lake around here only yields fish. There's not many turtles in it, or at least not good enough to eat.
Okay. I'll go with the venison stew then.
I do have a 5-spice chili that I just finished the recipe on. Really good.
I would like to try that, and then like just start talking to her about all the things that she did to it, and like just get some feelers out about like how other home cooks cook.
Well, I mean, I've been doing this for years. She'll explain to you the process of the curry and how she's been in the process of trying to write down her own recipe book and like trying to do something of that nature. And you can just see the passion in her eyes as she's like, well, I tried this seasoning. I tried this on some steak one time and it didn't turn out well. But then that same on chicken, oh, it's perfect. And she'll go in depth, and if you will let her, she'll talk to you for hours about it.
I mean, I'll let her talk to me for as long as the party will stay here.
You all have your fill. There's not many vegetables or sides with this stuff. She just really likes her meat.
She really likes her meat, huh?
I'm fine with that, but I have got one of everything.
What'd you say?
I have got one of everything.
It's going to be hard to eat one of everything, but if you're just trying a little bit of this and that, you have great burgers, great fajitas, this fury of blows. Why are you
shoveling that food in?
Oh, yeah, okay. You're just... It is all phenomenally made. So are you a cook yourself? What should I call you, ma'am?
They called me a mistress.
Nice to meet you, and she'll extend a hand, which is just giant. Even though she has a small figure, she is very... What word did I use?
Wait, small figure.
Sorry, no. She is only like... She's short for an orc, but she is very plump. Not small figure. She's shorter than all of you. She's thick. She's extra thick.
Okay.
All of us?
Well, probably not all of them. Shorter than probably Val and I.
Oh, well, yeah, not short. No, shorter than Exa and Soul, too.
Okay, so I'm still smaller.
You're still smaller, but yes.
Smaller, damn. Short.
I
dabble. I've cooked for them. They haven't died yet.
That's always the goal.
Sometimes they eat food that's barely passable. Sometimes I cook really good.
Have you cooked much meat?
Yes, elk. Tried pork this morning. It didn't work out. Chicken, fish, beef.
So, I've been in the mix of trying to make my own recipe book. Would you do me a favor? If I give you a copy, will you make some and come back with your ideas on them?
Certainly.
And her face will light up and she'll run into the room where you saw all the papers. And she will come out with a very, very crudely made book. The leather is very...
Is it at least all in common, or do I need Val to translate?
It would be all in common. The steps would make sense, though they wouldn't be as... You'll see when you read it. As amazingly written.
Okay. I want to write down a recipe for her. Just to share. Crap. Are you adding?
It's already added.
Okay.
It's at the bottom.
Kara's Carnivorous Creations. Awesome. Okay. I'll give her a recipe for... Did I notice that if she had any elk?
Oh, she has plenty of elk all around.
Okay. I'll give her the recipe that I did so splendidly on the night before from my elk roast.
And she'll take it and she'll look over it and she's scratching her head and she'll make a few comments about like how that's okay. I didn't think of that. And she'll be very happy, and she immediately went from like excited to like business, and like you can see her mind is just ticking. But you all have fantastic meals. It was not a trap.
I'm gonna be honest, I totally blanked on the fact that Mistress is a cook and this was an encounter for her. My mind thought trap, and then that was just it. I was like, yeah, it's a trap.
Yeah, no, there's possibilities for everybody to roll an encounter.
Oh, I also want to give her a recipe for ghost pepper sauce.
She'll be very happy, and she'll be like, I have to get my hands on some of those. That would look good. That would taste really good. And she's like thinking of like, how do I get ghost peppers now?
Guys, should I buy 25 pounds of unbleached flour?
No.
So, is there anything anybody would like to do at this place before you leave?
Burn it to the ground. No.
Oh,
I'd like to apologize.
I should probably
to her
pay
for
her for the
trap.
food.
Oh, no, you gave me recipes. This is all on me. Thank you so much.
Are you sure? I mean, they did eat a lot.
Mistress,
I'm leaving 20 gold.
Mistress, I was an adventurer for multiple years. I couldn't want for anything at this moment.
Well, all right. We're going northwest right now, and we'll probably be back through in a short time, and I'll let you know what I think.
Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the recipes. And she'll like clasp your hand. The rest of you have faded from existence.
Literally.
Which is all fine with Val because he's dropping 20 gold on the table and walking out.
She doesn't. Yeah, your stomachs are full. A food coma is about to hit you all. It was phenomenal food. Not on par with the roast Mistress made last night, but very, very good food. And Mistress got more recipes, so you're not just eating chili now.
You're gonna get recipes that people actually want to eat, like Val. And not just curry.
We'll see about that.
Val really likes his curry.
Now.
He does, but also you assume Val's eaten a lot of orc food in the past few years.
This is an orc food.
It's not.
Oh, you just said food that Val would like to eat. I'm like, Val hasn't really.
I meant like meat.
Or cooking. Oh, okay.
Like meat. Just meat-oriented dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Meat heavy.
As you leave, having lost not too long, probably only about an hour, or probably about 2 or 3 hours inside that, inside the cabin. As you leave, the fresh air is very nice to hit you as you walk out, and you're no longer smelling just so much fucking meat. But you leave, and she probably goes about a better part of her day, cleans up, and then notices the gold and shakes her head. But you've all left Kara's kitchen, and you proceed down the road. Is there anything anybody would like to do during the day? Goodbye, Jedi.
Bye.
I feel like all of us do not want to walk in this way.
Because you're too full.
I was gonna say Exxon wants to make a cool hat, but he can have any hat he wants instantly.
Yes.
I'm gonna laser shadow step.
X doesn't need cool hats.
You're gonna do what, Aladdin?
I'm just gonna laser shadow step by just like falling into the ground and then climbing back up, falling into the ground.
I just completely picture this as everybody's walking in a line, and you're falling into Val's and popping out of Exas, and falling into Exas and popping out of Mistress, and like, because you're in the middle of a road. There's not that many shadows that you can fit out of, but you can definitely fall out, like pop in and out of your party members' shadows.
Right. Standing, waiting for everyone to pass and doing it again.
Yeah. But you all go. The day is nice, very hot. You guys feel a little uncomfortable because you just ate a shit ton of meat, and now you're out in like 90-degree weather.
Sniper. Mistress knows how to play the viol, but she doesn't own one currently. They asked if the party characters had any instruments.
I think Mistress is the only one.
I'm 100% sure X does not know how to play an instrument.
Also,
if it's on his character sheet, I will remove it. Because there's no way in hell he should know how to play an instrument.
I love how Mistress has a veal and she's a cow.
Oh, shut the fuck up! I didn't put it together!
But the day continues on. You find rest today in a small little valley in between 3 hills, so you're blocked from the weather, or from the elements.
She's a soft cow, okay.
But it is nighttime. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Yes. First make dinner.
Okay.
I want a frisbee. Can I invent frisbee in this world?
I'm guessing a frisbee of some sort already exists. It's a pretty low tech idea. Why do you want to? Do you want to teach Callisto to play frisbee?
Yeah.
You don't have a frisbee on you.
No, I don't.
I mean, you can play fetch with a stick.
I can turn my thing into a. I want to teach him to play. Yeah, I'll just use a stick. I was gonna say I could turn my weapon into a plate, but I don't want to fucking knock him.
Fucking. You think of it a couple times, and it creates a plate, and then you feel the edges, and you're like, "That no, no."
I just imagine your steak. You turned it into a javelin. Here, catch. Oh wait.
With the foodstuffs that I picked up from the town, would I have picked up beef? Since I do have beef recipes? Or would I have just picked up, chicken?
You would, if you wanted to make, you'd have some beef.
At $3.89 a pound, I can get St. Louis spare ribs, and they're offering me $35. So I'm gonna see how many pounds of meat they're offering me.
Exa, make an animal handling check. Mistress, make your checks.
Okay. I'm gonna use my thingamajig to talk to him first before I do this.
Yeah. So you try and vaguely explain the idea of catch to a baby bear with pretty much using images.
I'm going to make the one that's highlighted. You should be able to see what I'm on.
Is it one of the new ones?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
Oh. I can see what you're on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do number 70.
The answer is 9 pounds of spare ribs, if you were
wondering. Okay. You probably don't have the first ingredient there. Prime.
Oh.
But we'll say with the 21 plus whatever you're about to roll on top of it for guidance. Yeah. You don't have prime steak, but you have some decent cuts. And
wait, was that what I was making? No. Garlic butter steak bites.
Yeah. The first cut is prime steak.
Prime steak. Well then I'll switch it.
Well, you already made the rolls, so...
I mean, if you're doing garlic butter steak bites, you really don't need high quality to cut it.
Yeah, it's just part of the things.
Really.
You have decent enough steak for this. You cut them up into nice pieces, saute them in your pan... serve them with some side of potatoes and other things that you scrounge up from your bag. You make a damn good plate. You guys all have garlic butter steak bites with some veggies and potatoes for dinner. You're all pretty content.
Bovine fish. Soft cow. Not whole cow.
Vinish.
If you watched last night's one shot, Mistress is soft cow. Her Minotaur character, or my Minotaur character last night, was hard cow.
Exa.
I'm always hard cow.
With a 14, you get the vague idea to Callisto for fetch. He does it a couple times, and then he gets distracted by a bunny and tries to chase it and eat it. And...
Alright, it's progress. It's a program of progress.
And he actually catches the bunny.
Nice.
With a nat 20.
I'll just let him eat it.
So, as I hand out everyone's meals, as I hand out Val's, I want to ask Val if he'll carve things into the dragon scales, like he's been doing for himself.
He's been doing it on teeth, I think, but he could do scales.
I can try scales. You don't have to bribe me with food. You can just ask.
I know, but I want to put them on my antlers.
I'm not gonna carve into your antlers.
No, I want to attach them to my antlers.
I wouldn't
I'm
advise.
not sure how you're gonna do that, but sure. If you give me scales and get that tool from Exa.
Axis busy.
Yeah, you look up. Comedically,
You look up and see Exa chasing a bear chasing a rabbit.
yeah, comedically in the background of this conversation is Exa chasing a bear, chasing a rabbit.
It makes you feel better. Animals with antlers do not have feeling in their antlers.
No. The antlers that Mistress has is a trophy unto itself.
Oh, I thought they were.
They're not
literally
part of her. No,
Okay.
they're not part of her. The antlers are a trophy in its of it.
Val looks up in shock. Wait, those aren't attached?
Underneath the forehead.
Okay, so I'll just remove them, and then
Oh shit, you can do that?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Everybody in the party is just... all of them is like halfway through a steak bite and just drops back onto his plate. Exa like just got... Callisto and looks up and they both look and you just remove your antlers and both of their jaws drop. Val
like half drops his plate and grabs the potion of healing.
Soul is playing with Squish and just covers Squish's eyes.
So I'll remove my antlers and set them down in my lap, and then just like leave them off for the night.
Even the DM was surprised at that.
I'll be honest. Mistress just got significantly less attractive.
That's fine. She's not after Exa. Is everyone quiet now?
So what are you having him carve in?
We're all still in shock.
What are you having him carve into the scales to put on the antlers?
Well, she does have two teeth too.
Yeah, what are you having... What are you asking Val to carve for you?
Maybe just a scene from when we killed the dragons?
So, Val, are you gonna try and kill... Are you gonna try and put scenes of all of them choking out one dragon and Val beheading another?
I can do rough estimations of that.
Well, I figure they're not gonna be Critical Role fan art worthy, but you know.
No, I can do a mixture of Scrimshaw, like we were talking about, and if she wants to, like Mistress, if you want to show me some writing in like a native language of yours, I can carve runes or something.
Yeah, I can do it in Sylvan.
What was this? A dexterity plus proficiency?
Yes. This would, of course, be once Exa and Callisto get back and you ask him, and I'm guessing Exa has no problem giving Val a...
No,
Would I be
I'll give
able
you
to give him guidance?
Add or enhance ability.
I would say this is probably gonna... Yeah, it's... Yeah, one or the other.
I can do enhance ability.
What does that do again?
Advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah.
You'll get Cat's Grace if it's dexterity.
Yeah. So add 3 to whatever this is. 4.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So this is for the blue dragon, the one that Aladdin choked out and all that. It's...
I've never really drawn on scales before. I'm going to do like a test run at first, and if this turns out shitty, I'll just use one of my scales.
You still have some of the blue dragon scales around, so your first one turns out poorly. Each one of these is going to take an hour, so after this next one, you're going to start cutting into how early you wake up the next day.
That's cool. I'll try one more time tonight.
Okay.
Do I still have enhanceability up?
I know each one takes an hour, so it would burn the enhanceability. So if she wants to cast it again, she can.
I do have a 3rd level slot left.
Well, she already did it.
Neat.
The scales, even with X's weapon, you understand why dragons are so hard to hit. Because even with it, it is rough, and you feel like Roderick's... sorry. Somebody's voice goes through your head, and you keep getting frustrated, and you just keep hearing, work with the grain, not against it. And you're like, where the fuck is the grain?
Right? There's no fucking grain, Roderick.
Work with the wood, not against it. And you're like, it's fucker. But you don't.
You probably hear it at one point. It's not fucking wood. Just
you know who you hear? You don't hear someone from your backstory or whatever. It's the fucking penguin from that series of movies I can't remember. But in the first movie where the penguin makes his board and the other penguin teaches him how to do it, it's that penguin. Surf stuff.
Yeah, I know what movie you're talking about.
Yes.
So I'm marking off 2 young blue dragon scales.
Yep. They don't look... They're pretty much unsellable now.
Yeah, I just marked them off.
Yeah.
I would scrap them.
Yeah, they're done. You can toss them on the side of the road. Some kid might find them someday and be really interested, but you know.
What's this? An artifact?
If anybody would like to make perception check, or who would like to take watch?
I'll do it.
So I can't believe you all thought that was permanent, her antlers, but we never talked about it.
Yeah, it was never brought up.
Oh, nice.
Exa, Callisto is having a restless night, and you spend your shift consoling him and trying to get him to sleep.
And
No, it's not the
comes up and murders me in my sleep. Yeah, classic.
But actually, by the time you realize how much time has passed, you're fine. The invisibility dome makes it really fucking hard for people to find you at night. Who's next?
I can be next, since I slept the entire time last night.
Okay.
Did I make dinner?
You did.
Did I roll for dinner?
I gave you 3 points. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you made the garlic steak bites.
Yeah. Did I leave the stove on?
The stove is actually still on.
Did you leave the stove turned on? Damn it, Barnes.
Wow, that was shitty for you.
I know. I'm scared.
Callisto is still being restless, and Exa needs to sleep, so you spend your shift consoling Callisto. But because of everything, your dome included, it goes. Who's taking watch for 3rd? Jesus fuck, it is not your night for rolls.
No.
It's not been a great night for anyone.
Aladdin, you do see along the road in front of you, traveling the way you guys are going early into your shift, a couple shadows of figures. They don't seem to notice you because of where you bedded down in the invisibility, but you do see them off in the distance. But you can't make out anything about them. And in all honesty, you start blinking and you're like, shit, was that a dream? And you don't know if you can trust your eyes. That's it. You wake up, sun rises.
Can I take a point of exhaustion to stay up and try again?
It won't be a point of exhaustion. Actually, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, because I'm not going to get up any later. Surely I can't roll a 4 or a 5 again. Right?
I don't know, you tell me. Yeah, you can roll a 2.
Can.
I can.
Make a con check for me. Okay, you don't take the point of exhaustion. You're going to be a little sluggish today, but no actual effects.
That's fine. I'll just smoke some.
Do you get up for the day? Bo, roll a d20 for me.
Left, guys. Let me find my crystal meth. Hang on.
Is it all of them rolling?
No, all of them started. Then who did yesterday?
All of them did yesterday. I don't know why that rolled twice, but
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it would have. Yeah, all of them did yesterday. Ooh, that's a high one. You guys haven't had many high ones.
I have a
Who's rolling today?
I mean, I can do it if nobody else wants to.
What?
Rolling for the
Rolling
day.
for the day.
I thought Bo did. Oh no, that was his concept.
No, that was a concept for smoking soon when I got out this morning as a pick me up.
Ah. Yeah, you're fine. You rolled that. Okay. One second. Let me mark the. So the day is going normal. Can I get a marching order for the day? Let me bring you back to that map.
First.
Yep, this is front. Soul will be in the middle.
I'm usually in the back.
And you again, you don't need to be right up on each other. You can be wherever. Okay, not in the forest, preferably. You know, doesn't move into the grass for the other people, but
Put the commoner in behind Soul. Put Harold back in.
I'll make some. Do I notice that Val has stayed up basically all night working on something that I asked him to do?
No, you went to bed. Exa, whoever took first watch, which was Exa, would have noticed, but
I think Exa was too fucking stupid to have noticed.
Yeah, you were worried about it. You noticed that Val wasn't going to sleep, but like, who does that fucking care to you? He's a grown adult. What do you? Oh, you want me to move him?
It's like IRL.
3-year-old child.
Sorry.
You good?
I was just like, it looks like a blinking turn. Oh, he's telling me to move him.
It looks like a sign. Oh wait.
So.
I'll make. I'll make pork chops again. This time with wisdom, or because I failed it the first time, still intelligence?
Intelligence still, because you don't have a recipe yet.
Yay! Yay! It still fails. Why? Oh, the shitty rolls now.
I'm so glad we're not in combat. We're wasting all these rolls on nothing.
So as you're going,
I'm getting better.
You are.
Pork chop.
It's still not the best, guys, but it's getting there. You can tell that it's not as burnt this time. She's learning how to work the pork. Just learning how to pork.
Did you just reheat what we had the other night?
No, Val, and don't make me feel worse.
Listen, I ate the whole pork chop.
But it's not great.
It's calories. Again, you eat raw eel for 3 days in a row, you learn to appreciate even a burnt pork chop. Now make me 3 burnt pork chops 3 days in a row, and I might want to go back to the raw eel. Just saying.
Breakfast is okay.
Pork chops tomorrow.
He's grinning as he says it, like, just giving you a hard time. How is Harold taking this food?
You know, he is super fucking confused by the inconsistency of it. Some nights it's like, oh my god, I'd ordered this at a restaurant. Other days he's just like, he's like literally tearing the burnt parts off and eating the very few edible parts, and then realizes he's hungry and scarfing down the little parts outside. Like, he's, yeah.
You know, if you eat the burned parts with the unburned parts, it helps it go down easier rather than trying to separate it. But you do you. I don't know how the rich, fancy people work in Damali.
Mistress, as you go through the day, you guys get near dusk, and the sun is starting to set. It's been a calm day so far. The breeze has been nice. You guys stopped and had a nice little light ration meal for lunch. If there's anything anybody would like to talk about throughout the day, let me ask that first.
Sure as some weather we're having.
Exa, is this your first summer?
No. It's my third summer.
Is this your first summer in the coast?
Yes.
Same.
What were you doing the other 2 summers?
I was in the forest for one and the mountains for the other.
The forest and the mountains. Any particular forest and mountain? I mean, that's a little vague.
I mean, presumably yes, but I don't really have a map. Nor did I have one at the time, so if you showed me a map, I wouldn't be able to tell you where it was.
Actually, do we have a map?
I assume theoretically.
Yeah,
whatever map is,
and not just like a somehow mountain that exists in multiple places.
So you don't have a map. You've never went out and bought a map. You have the maps of like little forests.
probably seen it, and
You've all seen maps. Like
I'd hope so.
Captain Santoro had a map of the Menagerie Coast on his wall. Whenever you go to these docks, they have maps of the Menagerie Coast so you can see where you're sailing and why it's going to take that long.
I was on a fucking boat for 10 years. I hope I've seen a map.
Val knows the layout of the Menagerie Coast very well, but you really don't know land travel times. You're like, oh yeah, that's 3 days by boat. And they're like, oh yeah, how long to walk? And you're like, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I'm gonna work. I can walk quick. Keep up.
So Mistress has never been to these areas, but every map she sees, she's a real good memorization of them.
What background you are?
Outlander. You know, the one that memorizes the maps.
I love that background.
I have a real good recall of the general layout.
So, you guys progress through your day. Mistress, you all have a debate about why the fuck haven't we bought a map yet? And Mistress is like, I memorized them. And you're like, doesn't help the rest of us.
Right? Can you draw it in the dirt, Mistress? Do you know which way we're going?
Yeah, and on that note,
Yes?
you guys are very roughly, like, you were told, like, it's 13 days travel. You've lost 2 days of travel, so this is technically, like, day 13, and you're like, why aren't we at Port Damali yet?
I do know this is the one main road, and we haven't gotten off of it. So.
You're on the Gilded. Eventually, you guys will be at a fork in the road, but that is tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Foreshadowing our lack of direction.
We're on the golden path.
The Gilded Pathway. Gilded Highway?
Gilded Roadway.
Yeah, thank you.
The golden path is a Dune reference.
I did not get it. Sorry.
It's the Yellow Brick Road.
Mistress.
Yes.
Almost too late for you to encounter, you notice somebody sitting in the trees. I'm on the pinging where you can't see.
Okay.
Up here.
What are they doing?
They are dressed in light leather armor. They have a bow in their hand.
Is it knocked?
No, they have an arrow in their hand also. It's not necessarily knocked, but like it's waiting. But they do make eye contact with you and are kind of surprised that you saw them.
I'll walk up to the tree.
Well, as you start to walk to the tree, Val, because I rolled a 2 and you're second, does a 22 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Come on.
Is that the same one or a different one?
Nope, that's the one attack on Val.
No. The same person I see.
Oh, where's the sneak attack damage? No, this is a different. This is from a different area. Oh, I fucking hate that you have to have this base. Your mistress starts to take a step off to the side of the road, and you start to go like, "What the fuck is she doing?" And just out of the corner of your ear, you hear the thump of a crossbow. And as you look left, you see a bolt go and hit your right shoulder. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, they mean business.
Ugh.
He's here.
It's JR, boys.
What's up, JR? Just in time. We were able to stall long enough for you to control Soul.
Thank you. I appreciate
You
it.
get out of the car, run inside.
It's like he
go
walked
eat,
from
sit
Orlando.
I did get I thought
An hour late.
Jake texted me and he was like, I'll RP it for a bit, but something's gonna happen. I was like, because I was like right down the road from my household.
I meant to put a reminder in my phone for the COVID test I have to get, because I have to get tested every 3 days. But instead, I just put it in for COVID-19.
By the way, COVID-19.
So,
By the way,
I would like an initiative roll from everybody. Wait, let me pop
Just
that up.
in case you didn't know.
alright, yeah, I can do that.
COVID-19.
So everybody
I can roll it.
roll initiative.
I'll think about
Let
it.
me fix this stuff. And Val,
One day, I'll get a good initiative roll.
this will be interesting.
That day's not today, baby.
Oh, let me
Ooh, baby! Wasting my
Bottom roll of the
first
team
roll,
yet
you
again.
feel it.
It's okay, JR. My first roll, I didn't even do our traditional 20
Yeah.
beforehand. My first roll was to make
To cook. Yeah.
to make a roast. I rolled a
Ooh,
natural 20 on a roast.
On a roast. You said boy. It was a sick roast.
Val, would you like to know how much damage you just took?
Assuming
Nah.
it is
A lot.
24, 38 damage.
No.
Because I'm resistant to poison.
Oh, you are, so... But it was a sneak attack. And it was assassinate.
14 from...
Automatic crit.
Auto crit.
Oh, right, automatic crits. Are you piercing damage? Have the poison... Well, no, have the poison damage twice.
How
Well,
far did
so
they
it's
take
have it because you saved, double it because it's crit, have it because you're resistant.
Is the poison damage doubled?
All dice rolls are doubled on the crit.
Okay.
That's true. True.
I don't know. You're the
So-
DM. Tell me what it took.
62.
I trust you.
It was 76, but you're resistant to poison.
How many hit points does Val usually have?
75.
Not dead yet.
How far did I get towards the tree before Val got shot?
If I
Halfway.
can... So, I don't know why... My APIs are not working, and it's kind of annoying me. Because I have a really nice one for group initiative.
You know, it would be really nice being another level or two higher, so I can't be surprised.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Would be kinda cool.
Aladim, you are at the back of the party and you're walking along and you're watching things as you normally are, just kind of lazily going about, and you see Mistress start to walk off to the right of the road, and you also hear the thump of the crossbow bolt, and you see Val, his shoulder gets impaled and he like bends over in massive pain actually.
When I
The-
see the assassin,
Once you see the bolt, you trace it back and you do see a very figure in a cloak sitting in a tree, about 10 feet up.
Why did I close roll?
Is it
Bitch?
shady in that tree.
Yeah, you can. If it's within 60 feet, you can definitely shadow step to it.
On the road again.
Here we go, boys.
Zoop.
You do get advantage, but it's you take 2 steps forward and just jump into X's shadow and appear out of the shadow on the tree behind him. And he looks around. He's like, "What the?" And you get your attacks.
Can I do my unarmed strike as a
suplex to get him out of this tree?
Nice.
As a what?
Can I
Suplex.
Suplex them out of this tree.
That would be more of like a push than an
Mechanically
actual
a shove.
attack.
Will you let me use one of my unarmed strikes as a grapple?
What is grapple?
What is grapple?
It's an action to grapple.
Will you let me take that as my first attack action? Is what I'm asking.
Technically, yeah. Well, it would take your attacks. It would. You have extra attack now, right?
Yeah.
So it would take both of those to grapple because of that, and then you could still do flurry of blows for 2 more attacks once they're down.
No, he used his bonus action.
Or if you do enough damage, I'll have them make a dex check to see if they, stand on the branch.
So grapple, you want me to dex or strength on that?
Its strength is to grapple.
You roll athletics versus their athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so roll athletics.
Yes.
Yes.
I have +5 athletics.
Yep. And you grapple them. And I'm guessing you're going to use the remainder of your movement to get out of the tree.
I'm dragging him to the ground.
Okay. So they will take, as I said, 10 feet up, 4 points of fall damage as you fall with, I'm guessing, them on the ground.
I basically just
grab them under the arms, flip over backwards, and drop straight down onto them.
Yep. And you do so, and you guys are all on the ground, but that is everything you can do?
Yes, but my bonus action was to shadow step.
Okay. Soul, you see Oladim and this assassin fall out of the tree onto the ground in front of you. You do not see the person that Mistress was going towards.
Okay. I would like to rage.
I would to rage.
That was
Okay.
terrible.
We're getting there.
I hated that.
We're getting there.
Every time.
Motherfucker about to be a grease stain in the grass.
Thank you.
This is the lowest health Val's been since he was at 13 max hit points.
Let me pull up my
So
character.
that attack was possibly fatal if I'd rolled anybody but you. Or all of them.
Oh, definitely.
Honestly, it would have been pretty funny.
Pretty funny if Soul
Like,
fully died right after I got
yeah.
art.
I was really hoping it was going to be the Herald, and you guys were going to have led him all the way to the gates, and then he died on, the last day.
Bruh.
You rolled 83 damage, so it would have killed me or Soul or
No, it was 76 total, I think. Oh, no, because of the resistance, yeah.
even with the
It would've
76,
called-
it would have killed
Okay,
me.
so what are you doing?
It would have killed Mistress.
I would have drove to your house and killed you if you would have killed Soul. I'm going to just cast a spell probably. I just got home. Damn, that would have been cool. But I'm not level 10. I'll cast Scorching Ray, baby.
Make your 3 attacks at disadvantage.
Why?
He's laying prone.
Then I won't do that, bitch. I'll cast
Do it.
Valerian.
Val, you're up next, by the way.
I'll
Yep.
cast Haste on Val.
Okay.
Val, you have haste. Is that it, Soul?
That's it. I'll move. No. He did kill him in one shot, but he's not gonna go after me because there's someone right in front of him, unless he's stupid. I'll just move my token right here.
Val, you look down to your right. You look to your right, and there's a arrow wedged right in the joint of your shoulder. You get that the only reason it probably wasn't more fatal is because you literally had turned away, and then you heard the bolt and reacted so quickly. But it's your turn.
You motherfucker. You fucked up. You fucked up.
You have advantage on all of these. He is
he
grappled, so does he automatically lose dex saves?
I don't think so. I was trying to look that up.
I think it's...
Nothing happens. It's just their speed is reduced to 0.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not
Restrained
incapacitated.
is they have disadvantage on them.
Yeah.
So dex save.
Paralyzed, does they fail?
Ooh, with a plus, really? Damn. Okay. That would be 6 lightning damage,
He's
and
too angry.
Val breaks the arrow off as he's walking over there, just muttering, "You fucked up. You fucked up."
Val is walking, but the rest of you see him moving very fast. He's almost running, but doesn't look like it. That does hit. I'm gonna let you roll them all before I do damage.
Yeah. I have to
Yeah.
toggle
Every single time.
fucking Great Weapon Master every single time.
That does not hit.
That hits.
That hits.
Gonna hit.
That might hit.
Oladim, you're holding this guy in the ground and you see Val walk up. Anger just literally just electrifying off of him. Do you let go of the grapple when he starts swinging, or do you stay? That's 23.
I'm not going to let go of this grapple. I'm going to try my best to just try to dodge his attacks also.
So that's 34 on the crit, and then another
Should be
20.
57
Yeah.
total.
You just lit.
Need to see if I can make sure I miss it.
Yeah, roll a dex save. See if any of that in Val is just bloodthirsty rage. Yeah, no, you're completely fucking fine. You like he swings the one that the assassin's able to dodge the way out of. You like barely duck, and you feel a couple of the hairs on the side of your head are missing.
I had to kind of adjust and pull it.
Yeah, Val just pulls
So
it.
I now have the shaved side of things.
No, just one side. If you were to like clean your hair and like try and style it, is definitely like a quarter inch shorter than the other, and it's noticeable. Bonus action, movement, action. Is that it for you, Val?
That's it. That was 30 feet. I don't know where the other one's at.
You have much more movement. But yeah.
You have more movement, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know where the other one's at.
Yep. Mistress.
So.
How tall
No, it's not
or
your turn.
how far in the
Right.
air are they? I'll still ask, so I know on my turn.
They're about 10 feet up too.
Okay.
And your
19 doesn't.
19 doesn't hit?
Does.
Okay, yeah. And you look to your left as Val, so you look back as you see like Val like yell with the pain, and he starts to walk over to the others, and you're like, "What the?" And you catch a bolt yourself to the shoulder for 10 damage. Good damage.
Okay.
And the scout is going to try and hide from you.
Okay.
Good luck.
Actually,
What's your passive, Chris?
22 is my passive.
Damn.
so I'm going to leave it there. I know where it actually is. But it's your turn, Mistress.
Do I see them?
No.
Do I roll a perception to see them?
If you'd like to use your action to perception check, you can.
I can do that.
Because you can bonus action. Here.
Nice.
Nope. You look around and you don't see him. But is that all you're doing?
No. I'll do. Sorry, 5 feet. Wait. I just need to get to here. So I'll go over here. I'll try to refocus Val and Oladim that there's someone else that I've lost sight of.
Val.
And
Sorry, go on.
Well, there's no point because I've already used my action. So I went all the way over there to do a bonus action healing word. I'll do it at
your class feature, right? Or do you want to save that?
I was gonna save it.
Oh, okay.
I also don't need a touch for my class feature.
This is.
So I walked all the way over here to touch Val, and I don't need to touch him.
It's true.
You just wanted to touch Val.
Talking when he's raging, but calm down. Is everything okay? He's just hacking away at a dead body.
Seriously. Where's my first part?
What do you
Where did
mean?
it go? That's not what I rolled.
No, because it's
Is
healing
the
word.
assassin-
It's
Is the
Healing spirit.
Oh,
Shit.
spirit.
person Val attacked dead?
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Okay.
Assassin. Oh, sorry. Let me update this because that API. I need to. Why are their APIs not working?
The API made it update.
No, I've done it. It's just not working.
No, like
I hate roll 20.
I did it up there, not over it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
might. Yeah, I'm gonna uninstall it and reinstall it and see if that works again.
Why? Okay.
So, Val, on the start of your turn, you'll get 12 hit points back. That's how it works, right? Or do you get on casting too?
No. I didn't do spirit. I just did word.
Okay, so Val, you get 12 hit points back.
How hurt is that guy?
He's in the red.
Oh, he's red now.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh.
This is gonna be a really fun battle of them hiding and stuff, and yeah, well, it's
You're
going
the
to.
one who almost fully killed us.
Yeah, that's fair. Oladim, make a. How does grapple contested? Is it another athletics versus acrobatics? If he wants to get away.
Yes. The person trying to escape can again make athletics or acrobatics, and then all of them has to.
So the assassin slips out of your hands and is going to bonus action disengage and try and run the fuck away because it sees that the person it had hurt is already being healed. And so their movement is that.
You can try.
Bonus action disengage, no opportunity attacks, unless you have Sentinel.
It's true, but they can only move, yeah.
And they've already.
Son of a
Bonus action
bitch.
dash.
And they
He should be dead.
Why?
Because when I keep forgetting this, so it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna do it.
When
now,
you crit,
but-
you can make another attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep forgetting that.
Oh,
As a bonus action, you
So I couldn't have done it.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's where they get. They're just trying to run away. This. Yeah. Exa, it is your turn.
If you don't fuck him up.
Yeah. X is a pretty cold-hearted killer. Well, he tries. He's not very good at actually killing people. But he's gonna
Warm-hearted
try
lover.
to shoot that assassin.
Both of those hit. The second one barely. That is just enough to kill him.
You have 14 left.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oladim. Oh, Exa, you have a bonus action if you'd like to use it.
I do not.
Okay. Oladim.
I am gonna move though.
Mistress told you that there is somebody on the other
By
side.
move, I mean I'm just gonna lie prone.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move out to
Middle
middle
of
of the road.
Face the woods over here
Uh-huh.
and
and start yelling at the person to stop being a coward and try and take me out.
Okay.
He's
So-
gonna use deflect missiles. He's gonna be so cool.
Can I actively try to make a perception check?
Yes, you can. It will take your action.
Alright.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
You used your action to call them a little bitch.
That's Phoenix free action.
I know, but you do not see them.
Do I see them?
I don't think you could see
Yeah,
them even if you rolled a nat
true.
20. Like, they're 20.
True.
Anything with your bonus or movement?
Nope.
Val.
Oh, I'll move toward the body.
They're not there, by the way. That's just where their last known location is.
Yeah, you can't see
Mistress,
'em.
did you tell me that they were over there?
Yes.
Yeah, I would have
Point
said,
that
hey,
direction.
I lost sight of them, and then, like, point where I lost sight of them.
Alright. I'm gonna move to there, and then just start walking the rest of my movement that way.
You didn't move? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move to there, and then use the rest of my movement to walk along the edge of the woods, just looking.
If you'd like to action perception check, you can. Just by one, I think. Their stealth was a 22, I believe.
Yep.
No.
Oh, 24.
No, acrobatics.
24, her.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Val, actually, right above you, you see this.
Convenient.
It really, I have a marker. Oladim. Answering your call, it does an 18 hit.
Yeah.
Oh, from hell.
5 damage as you suddenly have a bolt in your shoulder and you look up and you see this.
Hold on. Gonna use a reaction.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Gonna catch it?
Throw it back, baby! Ooh!
Make an attack. What is it?
So spend a key point and part of your reaction.
Yeah, but it's a D20 plus Dex.
Plus proficiency.
Oh, because it counts as
Monk
slug
weapon,
weapon,
so
so
I'll just do one of unarmed.
Yeah, just do an unarmed attack. That does hit them. Sorry, I need to see their health.
Yeah.
Roll for. Yeah, it would just literally be that.
Piercing.
Yep. So they shoot and you see it coming at the last second and you reach out with your left hand and grab it and spin, like just do the full 360 and release it, and they catch it in their collarbone and you see a little blood as they cough up, and they're going to try and hide again. Then move.
You said they're like 10 feet up in the trees?
They are. So they're just at a range of you since you don't have your halberd out.
Mm-hmm.
And they do successfully fade back into the shadows, even from Mistress's sight. Mistress, it's your turn.
Yes, it's fun. I don't like not being able to see things.
It's really fun when I have something that Mistress can't see, guys. This is new for me.
Was it the first roll or the second roll?
You would technically, you would see them. Barely though. It looks like they're retreating into the woods. They didn't move along the line. They're not trying to continue the fight. After they got their own arrow thrown into their throat, they're like, they're dead. Fuck this, and they just started running. So they're about 30 feet straight back. You're the only one that can technically see them, but you can at least use your free action to tell the group, like, she's just straight back.
I have plans of what to say. I'm going to do a second. Well, no, I won't do it. I'm going to yell out to her that she's a feckin' idiot, and let's go.
What? What?
Exa, it's your turn. You have a... Did you actually say where she was, or did you just yell at her?
I said, you're a feckin' idiot, and I told the rest of us to just go.
Okay, so Mistress has said that it's time to leave. Exa, do you follow? Or do you... Does anybody want to do anything with their action?
Wait, let's
basically?
go as in let's leave, or let's continue going after the person?
She pointed where the scout was. I'm going to
jump
through the tree line, like into the trees, and just run after her.
She's
She needs to be able to do it.
I'm using another rage because I wasn't attacked, and
Before
moving-
Aladdin does that, Aladdin does have a history of chasing people down. So I'm going to touch Aladdin and cast Invisibility.
Okay, this person has 8 hit points left. Between Val hasted with another rage, all of them being able to shadow step like a fucking gun.
I'm not trying to kill them. I'm trying to get answers.
No, I can move 120 feet of movement in
Yeah.
one turn with a bonus action, and when I get there, I'm using 3 attacks to just butcher them.
Okay, so
I'm getting there first.
yeah, technically all of them would be acting first. Make a perception. Both of you make perception checks. Whoever is higher will see her first. We'll do it that way because she is still very much held. So you guys, all of them, you see her first, and you do get up, and you do make your attacks. I'm not going to make you roll because you would get advantage. Her armor class is abysmal, and yeah. But she's on the ground unconscious. Val, do you still go for the kill?
Unless he has some way of stopping me.
Let me just get answers first. Shit.
Hell, a raging 7 foot 1 inch, 290 pound orc. Let's get answers first.
For my turn while they're doing this, can I do an investigation check
I
on
can.
the assassin's body? To
Are you
see
going
if,
to
like,
attack Val?
No, I'm just saying I can.
I was fucking pissed. I'm trying to kill this woman. So
If it's myriad associated assassin, that would be very nice information before he fully kills them.
Yeah,
we're like 30 feet into the woods at this point.
Oh yeah.
So
You guys do you?
on this person, you find You find nothing. Like a scare. Like you find an empty poison vial, another 2 arrows that seem to have been coated in poison, a dagger, no gold, a short sword. Just like if this person was trying to do something, there was no idea. Though, how far into are you like undressing him, or are you just straight up?
Sure, we've seen shit with tattoos and shit.
So if you're specifically looking for a tattoo, you do find a similar eye tattoo on the back right shoulder. But any means of identification or any personal belongings, there is none.
Human?
Yes.
Check. Trey.
Yeah, Trey, make a persuasion, and Bo, make a wisdom saving.
I made a check. Whoops.
I mean, I don't think you're proficient in saving, so I don't think it really matters.
Actually, get a +1 to saving throws.
How?
Because
Oh,
the
ring.
ring of
So
protection.
20. I mean,
Didn't matter.
I'll just take your 20.
Natural one.
Okay.
Oh no, I was rolling them at disadvantage because of raging.
Rage. Oh, so 5. Val, you see all of them step in front of the body with his like hands up, like, "Hey, don't do this."
Just first, killing later.
You got a 5.
So I don't kill her, but I do land on top of all of them. Because I'm moving really stupid fast.
That's not enough to barrel out of the way of that.
I'm moving really stupid
There
fast.
won't be any. There won't be any damage, but you do fumble over each other. He does fumble over you, all of him, and she would have been a little bit into the woods by now. You each would have been able to catch her easily on your turns before her turn happened. But with bonus action dash, she'd have been about 60 feet in. So, or sorry, she bonus action dash. She would have only been 30 feet into the woods. Sorry. So,
You already let me knock her out, right?
what'd you say?
You already let me knock her out, right?
Yeah, like I said, she had 8 hit points left. 3 attacks with advantage from you. She wasn't going to survive. Or 4 attacks if you wanted to flurry. Or 3, because you can't flurry.
Yeah, but only one.
Would have been advantage anyway.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna drag this out to where she was chasing into the woods. You guys would have gotten her. Val's hasted. You have stupid movement. Like, there would have been 30 minutes of us bickering about how.
You knock her out and turn around and get about 4 words out. Stop Val, and Val just runs through you.
Yeah, you guys are in a mess on the floor. Val's just clenched jaw and hands just gripping his sword hilt so tight you can see the veins popping. Just pure and utter anger after running into you and falling over. Like, he wakes up and that little bit of daze from him just kind of subsides for a moment, and she is left there unconscious.
Alright, I'm gonna grab her by the hair and drag her back this way.
You drag her back, and she's soundly unconscious until the roadway, when you just probably promptly drop her and the pain wakes her up. What the fuck? Fuck.
Just don't do it.
Just fucking kill me already. We have nothing on us.
Yeah, I know you don't have anything on you. You still have a brain up there. What
happened?
I don't know. Fuck the guy.
While they're doing this, I'm gonna start chopping down a tree on the side of the road.
What?
Did you bring her out to the tree line?
Yes.
She's down back of the road where we're at.
So I don't know what Soul's doing, but I'm gonna rush back to her.
What the fuck do you guys want?
I just want to know why.
Tattoo.
I don't know.
You don't know where your tattoo is?
Fuck.
He had one.
What tattoo?
Of the eye, honey.
I have no fucking clue what any of you are talking about.
Of the oi, honey.
Her hair and drag her all the way down to this assassin.
You heard her. Of the oi. Show us your oi right noi.
And she'll look at him, and like you see like a little bit of like sadness in her face, and she's like, I swear to God, I've never seen that tattoo in my life.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Insight.
Make an insight check.
Sense motive.
If you then were you working with him? How were you?
Mistress,
did you know him?
she's 100% telling the truth. Oladim, you get that she's somewhat like, I mean, like, she's definitely like in emotional distress and seems to be honest. Orphan, trying to make living.
I'm not. Oh, you. Okay.
Guy's good at hunting. Says he'll take me under his trade. I've been learning from him for the past year or two on how to hunt and skin and just provide.
People? You're trying to hunt people?
No, elk, bear, fucking things.
Then
that live
why'd
in the
you-
woods.
Why'd you shoot a person?
Why'd you shoot
think
the
say that
whole
he's still shooting them.
person?
He told me to sit in the tree, and that this was going to be a different training exercise than normal, and when he shot, to just shoot.
What a bad
Where you
training exercise.
Yeah, I feel like you're still a bad person. Like,
Yeah.
Hey,
He's
listen,
a bad dude.
growing up hungry, you do what you have to do to survive. If this is what he did on the side to earn some money, I wasn't going to judge him.
So are you a rogue who want to join our party? No, I'm joking.
Where?
this is how we learned Ashley's coming back to the campaign.
Like,
This is the
originally,
character.
some
Where
fucking...
do you reside currently? If
Uh,
we let you know now, where are you going?
We lived in a cabin a couple miles or a couple days down the road, just past Port Damali. Like, and as she described it, it'd be like 2 days outside of Port Damali on the other side. We took hunting trips. We gathered stuff. We didn't pack much for this thing. I was confused. We stopped in Port Damali, left all the stuff at some random ass bar. I don't know.
What bar?
I literally don't know.
What's the name?
I
Do you
don't.
think you can go there again if we went back to Port Damali?
Fuck all of you.
Fuck you! We're trying to give. If you help us out, I don't have much coin, but I don't know. Maybe we could make it worth your while.
No.
Why
I just
the
want to
fuck
fucking
not?
go. I'm sorry I shot you. The little man fucking called me a bitch, so I shot him. And that ended poorly for me.
You didn't shoot me. You shot yourself.
It's true. You did shoot yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
You
At
fuck
this point,
yourself.
Val would have walked back out of the woods as she's telling everybody to go fuck themselves, and Val just punches her inside the head to knock her back out.
Aw, you
And
hate
she
to
is
see
knocked back
it.
out.
We tie her up, we take her to Port Damali, we take her to every fucking bar in Port Damali until she recognizes one.
Fine, yeah. No,
No,
She's knocked out.
she's
Oh,
unconscious.
sorry, you're right. I was reading
not
what
taking any more
I
of
was
this.
reading what
I'll beat you unconscious.
I was reading what Chris said in thing, so I came back and that. Sorry. Give me 1 second. You discuss what you're gonna do with this probably like 19-year-old girl.
Val's not taking any more of her shit. Val's ready to knock her out, tie her up, gag her if need be, and just drag her to Port Damali.
Just lift up your arm. That'll gag just about anyone.
What? I am alright with this plan.
I've got.
Because we don't need
I'm
to
not
kill
kidding.
her.
Punching people sucks. No, prestidigitation.
What?
Could you help
Oh,
me clean up?
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
prestidigitation. Come here, and Val unzips his pants.
No.
We couldn't work.
Spidey, that's
I'd like to arrange the
disgusting.
trees I've been cutting down into a large, like, funeral pyre on the side of the room.
Wow. We're
Was
just
this
giving
guy?
everyone.
Well, the last guy we
funerals.
killed from these guys was like, "Hey, make sure you fucking burn my body." So X is inclined to continue doing so.
Good point. Good point.
You're wild. Respecting the dead? Who would have thought?
Less so respecting the dead and making sure that they're not brought back to life by necromancers, as the guy stated definitely would be.
True. I'll prestidigitate all of them, and
No, prestidigitate me.
oh, I'm prestidigitating! I'm prestidigitating! It's the most graphic prestidigitation.
So what are you guys doing?
For no
Apparently, we're prestidigitation each other.
Yeah, we're prestidigitating all over each other.
You know, I'm not surprised. So, what are you doing with the girl?
We are dragging her all the way to Port Damali.
And Val's gonna take her around to every bar until we figure out which one it is.
Val, you would know that that's thousands of bars, just so you know. Maybe high hundreds of bars.
We can try the question again later.
Yep, that works. She is currently unconscious. Are you actually dragging her, or is somebody actually going to carry her?
Ooh,
I
guys!
can carry her, but we're gonna tie her up first.
Oh no, I figured the rope was involved.
Guys, it'll be 2 days. She'll wake back up, but I have a good idea. 3 days. She'll wake back. Well, I wouldn't know that. I might. I'm smart. But I could do what we did last time we interrogated someone. No, I could charm them.
Skin them alive?
No, I could charm. Shut up, hard
Throw their
Bancroft.
mentor onto a
Hey,
fire
no,
and
I
burn them alive in front of them.
You did skin somebody alive.
I remember I took his part, but I had a reason for that. I don't remember why we skinned him alive.
He was the one that cut the pain. I was taking the tattoo off his chest.
Yeah.
What we could
Which you still have in your inventory, Aladdin.
Yes, and it is
Just hand at this point.
Yeah.
What we could do is tie her up, gag her, wake her up, and make her watch as we burn her mentor alive on a pyre.
That
Or
seems
dead,
aggressive.
technically.
That's
Seems
so
unnecessarily
aggressive.
cruel.
That's
He's
so
dead.
unnecessary.
And not
Val.
yeah, that's definitely I mean
Flaying a man alive. But
Valeri,
making her
look
watch.
at me.
by the way, while Aladdin was flaying him alive, Val was stabbing a great sword through his feet, if I remember correctly.
I
No,
could
yeah,
just
like
use
Val knows where he
magic.
stands.
I could
And
just.
that I've broken both kneecaps.
Yeah, you
I was not in the room when you did that, so I could.
Not good people.
No one else was in the room where it happened.
jeez. So
Anyway, I'm gonna turn my sword into a big meat cleaver, cut up the guy's body into more manageable pieces, and then pile it on the pyre, and then use crepe on fire to light it on fire.
are you waking her up for this?
I'm not, but I'm not gonna stop other people if they try.
So over the next hour and a half, Exa finishes chopping down his tree, bisects just chops his body up,
Try it.
tosses it, and lights it on fire. Anybody gonna wake her up to watch this or no?
I don't know, but they're their own people.
I would stop anyone from doing it, but I'm not doing it.
Mistress and Val, it's up to you two.
No, I'm not gonna wake her up, not unless everybody thinks it's a good idea. We have no reason to torture her. It's just a matter of I walked out and she was yelling "fuck you" at everybody. As soon as I walked out of the woods, I'm like, we're not getting anywhere with this. Knock her out. We'll try again in a couple hours.
Okay.
We'll try
And
again
keep
tomorrow.
doing it over and over again until we get to Damali and show that we're
Aggressive.
serious.
Very aggressive.
Val, oh sorry, is somebody gonna Val? Are you gonna carry her then? Or are you gonna make Harold do it?
No, he's too weak.
Yes, he is.
Look at
So
I'll
you have
carry her.
this. She's not frail, but she's by no means heavy. You easily carry her. But the rest of your day goes pretty well. This happened, I think, late afternoon. No, this happened near dusk, actually. So you only have a couple hours left to travel until you camp down for the night. So she'll be unconscious until you camp. We'll say that.
we do that.
Mistress, do you
Bump it
want to
up
make
now.
your cooking rules? What would everybody else like to do while Mistress is cooking dinner?
Her feet are securely tied. Prop her
Make-
up somewhere near the fire.
Make a survival. Make whatever you can rationalize to see how good you are at tying her up.
Val, I just thought about it, and it doesn't matter if we charm her now because it only lasts for like an hour. So by the time we get to Port Damali, she won't.
And
help us.
don't they have to be like non-hostile towards you?
No, they could be hostile. They just will have advantage. I think just like an ally has attacked them within the last like round or something like that. It doesn't technically say if they're mean towards you. They have to. Let me check the wording. Charm. It says you
mean-
attempt.
Huh.
Hey, Chris?
Is your clock not right, Chris?
Yeah. It does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. And we wouldn't be technically fighting it. It would be like mean. She'd be mean, but we wouldn't be like beating her up.
Which is probably fucked up.
But later.
I guess
should
it
do
would
it later.
be a survival check.
I get what you were saying, Chris. Those are my two. It's all good. Disregard it. Yeah, whatever you want. Survival, dexterity, intelligence, history. Whatever you want to rationalize as a good way to tie her up. Or like,
I guess
what
survival check because I feel like Val should be really good at tying knots, and that's the biggest bonus I've got.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, yeah, I would agree. That's why I let you choose.
My intellect sucks. Can I get somebody to look over my shoulder so I can get advantage?
Up.
Please?
That's an interesting knot. Wow, tying people. Sure.
That's the worst way to gain advantage, but I'm hoping.
If only we still had our fucking handcuffs.
You're welcome.
We still haven't
If only
stopped at the
somebody
store. I
didn't-
need to buy more handcuffs.
If only someone didn't handcuff a raging.
And the
barbarian.
map.
That was so funny.
It was. I threw a chair at a man. And it's like, let's kill him.
We'll give you advantage because of your background. So you feel pretty secure with how you've tied her up.
And because of soul. If it weren't for me saying, hey, good knot, then basically she'd be loose.
She'll wake up, but not say anything outwardly.
Okay, yeah.
So
I think we
I
should
wanted
go with
to,
that plan later.
yeah, I wanted to make sure her feet was tied up so she couldn't really run away, but I left her hands relatively free so she can like grip utensils.
So her
Prop
hands
her
are
up.
tied together, but she has full movement of her hands itself.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then if she really wanted to, she could untie herself, I guess. But we're watching her, and then sit her up by the fire and give her food.
Okay. Mistress, if you want to decide what you're making tonight, and she will just begrudgingly sit there, looking around at all of you, probably sizing you up.
Sorry, I'm just so confused about what time it is right now.
What even is time?
Yeah, I don't understand that because like it actually says like 3 hours. Like I don't get it.
Yeah, that's why I was so confused because my computer says it's 10 o'clock, which is 11 o'clock y'all's time, and then my computer says we've been streaming for 3 hours. So I'm like, okay, well, yeah, we're done. Why are we continuing to?
Oh, it's probably
capture this one?
it probably has a static start time and then does the math based on what time your computer
also,
says.
because yesterday was time change,
Yeah.
your body is telling you it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Which is also just weird.
It's also wacky and wild, because how does my body know?
So, Mistress, if
Okay.
you'd like to cook dinner, and just to speed this up, whoever wants to do perception for first check, just so we can...
Man,
Yeah, I want to get to Port Damali.
I was shutting shit down because I was like, yeah, it's 10 o'clock. I was like, why are we keep going?
Soul has first check. Does anybody want to talk to the girl at night, too?
No.
No, not that night.
I will make something from the new cookbook.
Where, Jake, if you make us run into another green dragon and you kill her?
It's not a green one. You're just going to run into
I'm just
Tiamat.
gonna...
I mean, that's fine, because
Actually
we all
wraps
die.
up.
But...
Yeah. It's a TPK, and we stopped streaming and never talked to each other ever again.
Except on Saturdays.
Saturdays, of course.
And I'm banned from DMing. Wow, my dreams.
I'm trying
Dragon,
to
Tiamat.
Fine.
figure out what I would have
And now it's my campaign,
out
and
of
everything
this
is chaos.
foodstuffs. Eh. Okay, I guess I'll make stew. Beef stew.
Okay.
Because I would probably have the ingredients for that.
Soul, your first watch goes well.
Look at all of these trees and stuff.
You successfully make some beef stew. It's actually very well done. You're getting there, Mistress.
I know.
Baked lays are the best lays. Who's taking second watch?
Soul, your watch goes uneventful.
I guess.
I win!
I'll wake Harold up for his second watch.
Well, all of them took it, so you last have 3.
Okay. I just want to go to roll. I was like, yeah, I guess I'll take it.
Well, all of them, again, watch uneventful.
As long as you
Beautiful night.
woke Harold up for his second watch, that's fine.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, third watch.
Harold and Val.
Aw.
No.
Harold
I'll wait a second.
Yeah, Harold's always second.
His sleep gets split every time.
So-
He is the new guy.
He had the same watch as you. Val.
Wow, that's crazy.
Sunrise happens. Seems pretty nice.
Alright, who's rolling this d20? I'll roll
Us,
it.
JR, you are, because you haven't been
Let's
here.
go, baby!
Make
A
the scout roll
solid
it.
10, right down the middle.
Let me pull up my notes.
Make the scout roll the next one.
Me,
Oh, wait.
speed running to Port Damali.
Am I
Make your-
not gonna get scales
your
back
breakfast
until
then.
Val's happy with them, or do I get the scales back that Val first made?
Right.
Val
I need to
technically
make-
has all the scales because he has the bag of holding.
I need to make another deck check.
And so I'm guessing he gave you all one and then is keeping the rest.
Yes. So, yours is destroyed. Mark it off. The one that you have, Chris.
Okay.
And then this is the third attempt. At the
Blue or the green?
Mark off of the blue one.
Okay.
So a 21 total.
Yeah.
Very eventful. I mean, sorry, not very eventful.
Very eventful watch.
This
on
is
that
the
level.
one of all of them choking him out, and it's a very nice. You can tell that it's a dragon. You can tell that it's a halfling around his neck. You see a vaguely Valish figure in the backward holding a halberd, and you do see very funnily carved into it. You see this in the very foreground, very tiny. You see yourself, Mistress, and at the feet you see a prone body of Exa laying on the ground after he said 1 in 6 chance.
Classic.
Wow.
Very classic.
And
Fine.
Soul is not in this one just because I think during this Soul was way off to the side and wouldn't have been able to be put in frame. But you know,
I would fit in like a lightning bolt in the background.
yeah, there's lightning to represent Soul. But that one is done, and you can make like another 2 checks, Val, because I think a couple of days have gone by since you tried. So
I have Squish sniffing at X's body.
Yeah, you see it. It's very hard to see, but you do see a little 4-legged figure. The green dragon scale doesn't go well. The first attempt.
So, mark off your green dragon scale.
Okay.
Beautiful. You love to see it.
Again, not that great. You finally figured out the blue dragon scale. You're like, here it is. Here's the grain. Here's how you do it. In the green, you're like, why the fuck are these different?
I don't understand.
You hear Val's like sitting there to himself, and he's like, "Fuck off."
As he's scrimshawing and breaking and he made that one cool one, but then he like goes back to breaking it. I'm like, hey, Val Mistress, why are we using the hard to come by magical component or for any other thing as something to do art upon? We can do art on anything. We could hire an artist to do a recreation of the event.
Hey. Art is what moves you, man.
He looks up, gripping
Art is my legs?
gripping X's thing, and stares right through you.
Thing? I didn't know X had a thing.
I minor illusion the scene as from my perspective, from what he would have from the back with everyone in frame. I have a pretty good memory, so it's pretty decent, and it's like.
Wait,
see?
I have an amazing plan.
Oh, what's up?
Please tell me the girl hasn't woken up yet.
Why?
Everyone else, go away, and I'm gonna transform myself I'm gonna use a disguised self to become her, and I'm gonna convince her that she's dreaming and interrogate her. They're like, "Hey, why did you fuck up these people? What's wrong with you?"
I mean, sure, go for it. If everybody decides to go with it, I'll let it happen.
I decide to go with it.
I'll ruin my second dragon skill at this point. I'm out. I can go for a walk.
You all take a walk early in the morning. What?
Is there water nearby?
Sure.
I could go for an actual bath.
Okay.
We did get our long rest, right?
Yeah, you got your long rest.
Okay. I don't like being in low double digits.
Are we taking baths then?
Everybody besides Exa. Harold does take a bath, and this is the first time he's looked genuinely happy the entire time he's been out here, and he is so filthy he doesn't care. He's not wearing his towel. He's just straight up naked, just fucking washing off.
I'm gonna go up next to him in the water. And I'm gonna card swipe him. I'm gonna run my butt cracker along his hand and swim off.
So you're gonna have him card swipe you?
Yeah, obviously, because I'm not gonna put my hand in his butt. That'd be gay. What?
Okay, I want a stealth and a sleight of hand check.
What the fuck?
In the background, Val just fist bumps Soul.
I'm burning the two.
I'm not sure if you're fist bumping Soul because of what Aladdin is doing, or both just because you have huge dicks.
Second.
Did you say plus 10 to stealth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
What else did you need?
Sleight of hand. It's not really a sleight of hand, but it's the closest thing I can think of.
Nice.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Oh,
So
the one roll that I'm okay getting, and the one roll that I absolutely love.
So you appear there. Oh god, this is gonna be great. You appear there, and he's sitting there, and he's washing himself, eyes closed, just enjoying it. And he reaches out for the little bar of soap he brought, and you're trying to get in position. And instead of card swiping it, you haven't turned around yet, and he just straight out cradles your balls, and you both make eye contact.
I'm gonna wink at him.
Hold on.
This is Dungeons and Dragons, folks.
So, with Mistress's amazing perception, she's trying to keep her eyes above the water. Sees the two boys fist bump each other, and then sees whatever Aladdin is trying to do.
What was that persuasion for?
Trying to persuade him to...
Jesus, we're not getting to Port Damali, are we?
I was hoping! Luckily, today's a quick encounter.
The persuasion was to see how smoothly I would wink at him.
You don't.
Like, wink.
He does what I DM'd you, and instead of winking, your eyes just go wide.
I'm gonna shadow step underneath the water.
Shadow step underneath him.
Nope. He followed my testicles.
Okay, Exa, they're doing that shit. What are you gonna do as she like comes to consciousness and she sees herself in front of her?
Hello, me, ready to have another nice guilt dream for getting your friend killed and trying to assassinate people?
What the we were just supposed to go hunting. He said it would be some extra coin today. He didn't say people.
Well, we were hunting. Apparently, we were hunting people, and you thought that was fine.
No, he just shot at them, and then I shot because I was scared, and then they killed him. And what the fuck?
He was trying to kill them.
Yeah, I see that.
So where are we running back to?
Probably Damali. I was gonna camp out, stay a couple days. I don't know. I can get some food for myself.
What was that bar we stayed at again?
I don't fucking... You know I don't know. He just said stay here, went inside a fucking building, came out smelling like alcohol. Fucking said he had a piece of, like, a mission, or like we were getting assigned to hunt something, like there was somebody in need. I don't fucking know. Just said I'd get fucking 50 gold out of it. I was happy. That's enough to live a fucking year off of almost. Why the fuck am I having this conversation with myself? And she's starting to like...
Because you feel guilty. Can I roll deception?
Yeah.
It is X's specialty. He's very good at deception.
I hate you.
Not this time. Not that time, Not that time, we're whopping 6 on the dice.
Not one, though.
What? What an insight, boys. Whoa.
You know I don't know anything. What? He's been teaching me to hunt. He goes away every so often. He comes back this time, says that we both have a job, that somebody wants to... I don't fucking know. He just said I get paid 50 gold. We take down whatever the quarry is. I wasn't gonna ask questions. I need the money.
Alright, pleasant other dreams, and X is gonna try to knock her out.
She had a long rest, so you better do more than 16 damage.
Well, alright. I would think I get advantage on this.
No, she's bound on the floor, so yeah.
Alright, we're gonna try to hit her twice with the back end of my stick.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I mean, I get to roll it again, so...
Triple advantage for the home.
Who made themselves named Darkness? It hits. They both hit. Roll your 2 attacks, or your 2 damage.
Damn it, I should have used my fucking... whatchamacallit. I want to crit. Alright, come on.
We're gonna get back from fondling each other in the river, and
how much damage do I need to roll?
16 total. You need to roll 10 on this next one.
Alright, I need to roll...
It's gonna be a bloody mess on the floor.
A 6 or above. Come on. Yeah!
Hey, 10 on the die,
she's like, what the... And all of a sudden, the She barely notices it, but the illusion around you shimmers slightly as the metal extends from underneath it into, I'm guessing, probably like a club or something.
Yeah. Just like a bow staff.
And just one whack, and like she sees stars and a little blood drips, and as she slowly refocuses, just straight into the forehead, and she blacks out. And yes, you all do walk back and just see Exa hit her twice quickly, and her head roll back.
Beautiful.
I'll drop the illusion and be like, hey kids, how's it going?
Nice slow
Nice map.
Oh yeah, and actually on that note, you don't see Exa do it, you see her do it to herself.
Everybody's like, wait, which is the real one?
One of them is holding Exa's weapon, but yeah.
I got fireball. I'm just kidding.
I go into a rage. I kill him.
But he'll drop the illusion and be like, hey kids,
I
how's
got
your map?
fireball. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I think something weird happened to all of them, but I don't know. I was just taking a shower.
I had a productive time. It seems like this isn't the first assassination he's had to pull off, but it is her first. And also, she really doesn't know what the bar is or what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
That being said, she did seem like remarkably okay with killing someone, so you know. Then again, so will we.
I was about to say, so do
We
you.
don't have
I mean, so are we,
50
so-
gold. You can do whatever you want with
But
it.
we also have a little bit of prior knowledge about who we are killing.
We've killed people
Or
for
why
free.
we are killing.
It's true,
Sometimes.
We've also just killed people for free.
Honestly, let's be real. We probably pay money to kill people.
No.
Like we did just kill a bunch
That'd
of
be
exotic
overall.
animal traders.
Stop hitting yourself,
basically
stop hitting
for free.
yourself, stop hitting yourself.
It's the Spider-Man meme.
They were exotic animal poachers.
Poachers, traders. same thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Stop
I'm an
judging us
exotic
voice
animal
in all of
poacher.
our heads. All right. I think we should continue on. I
So-
don't know if the charm person will work, if she will be able to remember where she went, but
So as the day goes on, unless any of you would like to do anything with each other.
whoa.
Alright, who's trying to
Excuse me?
So
Who's trying to weigh them beans?
Short task.
So as halfway through the day meets, you guys do see a singular wagon on the road with a elderly gentleman riding on the top of it, and as you guys pull up, he slows his horse. Any of you guys need some supplies?
Like,
Before
what
we
sort
get to
of
that-
supplies we talking?
Before we get to that, would we have just set her free at that point then?
X strongly, I didn't say anything, but I strongly considered cutting her free instead of knocking her back out.
We
Well,
might as well.
Val would have
Yeah.
asked, after you gave us that information, Val would have asked, like, okay, well then what's the
Yeah.
point of taking her? I
At the
think we got
time.
everything we needed.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna hand her 50 gold and tell her to run so far away that there will be no chance of us ever seeing her again.
And
Unless
the next
it
time
is
someone
She,
asks
lo-
you-
She looks at the sack in front of her and goes, "Where are you guys headed? I'll make sure to never go there again." Not breaking.
We're not
We're
telling
going
you.
everywhere. So you need to stay gone.
From everywhere.
Go to the Empire, find a large city, find a tavern to work in.
Fuck it. Go
Okay,
to your
that's
house.
gonna take a couple
Go to
weeks.
goddamn Alcatraz.
I'm
The
gonna
most
start.
likely place for us to not be is
You're-
somewhere deeper than the Empire.
You're heading to Port Damali, I'm guessing.
Yes.
You know.
I'm gonna go to Fellowen, and then I'm going to go to the Empire. Good day. And she just starts walking, and then she'll stop and be like, "Can I have my bow back?
No.
No.
Absolutely. You can have a knife.
I have no food.
cannot have a bow.
It's like 30. It's like 10 days.
I will give her. Is some of my jerky done?
Yeah.
I'll give her some
Go
of my
give you
jerky.
food. I'll give her the shittier of my 2 dragonbone daggers.
No! Please.
Unless anyone else has an extra dagger. Oh wait, I do.
I will
Alright,
give
I'll
her
give her
5
my
days
regular
worth of
dagger.
rations.
I have a regular.
You know,
dagger
I'll
as
make
well.
do. And she just like puts it all in her little travel sack and just starts going.
I'm gonna stop her before she goes and tell her, as I give her the 5 days worth of rations, and tell her if anyone asks you to kill someone without question, you better not do it. Because it's normally not a good thing.
A good life. Have
Stick
fun.
to killing animals. Hunt for food.
Yeah, no, I didn't sign up for this. I'm not doing this again. I know how to hunt now. I can tan leather. I'm just gonna go find a nice small village in the Empire and settle down.
Settle down.
On your way.
Meet the person.
And she's gonna settle down in where is Veth from? That gets bombed in like.
I was trying to think of the name of that.
It's
Felderwin.
Yeah, she's gonna go settle down in Felderwin just in time for it to get blown up.
No, have her go settle down in the city that the Mighty Nine went to first.
Charlestonwall?
Not Charlestonwall,
No,
the next one.
that's
It was
Yeah.
under Null attack.
Well,
Felderwin wasn't under
that's
Null
for
attack.
me to know and you to not. Regardless, this guy pretty much just so we can try and get to Port Damali by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Is pretty much just a general store. If you'd like to buy anything that you can from a general store, he would have it.
Thank you.
Does he have anything magic?
I'm sorry, son. I just make my trade by selling to people on the road. I don't carry anything like that.
You have cookbooks?
I wish, ma'am. I literally live off of jerky and really bad soup while I'm out here.
Allfield.
Honestly.
Fuck you!
Does all of them actually say that?
No.
Allfield, that's the name of it.
Allfield, yeah. Allfield.
But no.
If you did, you were gonna get a punch in the back of the head.
From you or from Mistress?
Yes.
From Mistress.
Sure.
Oh, watch out, she's buffing me.
Oh,
What? Yeah,
she open your beans?
No, I'm sorry, but if you have anything from... He has some basic weapons on him, and mainly just general store. If you don't want to buy anything from the general store, we'll just end the day.
No, end the day, yeah.
Wait, I want some hands up.
What?
Does the general store have potions?
No.
Does he have handcuffs?
He does have some serviceable manacles.
Alright, I'd like to buy them.
Does he have a map of the land?
He does have a map of the land for 10 gold.
Oh, I'll buy it.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. It's just of the Menagerie Coast. Nothing else.
How much are the manacles?
I'm looking him up now.
Yeah, I'll still buy it.
Did I think it's 2 gold.
I pulled that off my ass, out of my ass.
I had the link somewhere, but I lost it in my notes.
2 gold was the number in my head as well.
It actually is
2 gold is
2
fine.
gold,
Yeah.
How about that?
So
Because I think it's 2 gold for manacles.
he has 3 sets of manacles, 2 gold apiece.
2 gold.
Yeah,
Jimmy Crawford just called JR. They're 2 gold.
Yeah, it was actually a text. That's how it was so fast.
I could have sworn you said Jimmy Crawford.
Yeah, no, it was Jimmy Crawford. It was Jimmy Crawford's dad.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He does
the
not
night
roll
ends.
anything.
Mistress, if you'd like to make your rolls, we can add it to your experience. We're not going to have perception checks tonight. I just really want to get to Port Damali before tonight's over.
Me
Oh.
too.
Jim,
Let's
Dude,
go.
Slow that down.
You named the stream arriving at Port Damali. We've been fucking.
It's
around.
literally the entire stream is arriving there.
Yeah.
You've been bamboozled.
You've
What do
been
I see?
officially.
What do I do with my
bamboozled.
special eyes?
Mistress cooking breakfast
Actually, I need
or
to
dinner.
make a deck.
You know-
And breakfast?
dinner and breakfast, yeah. And then
Okay. I'm
Hey.
gonna make some curry. The chicken korma. I haven't made that one yet. We're back to chili.
That's
Courage thing.
Do the extra spicy one.
Am I
just
gonna
so,
roll?
just so you know why she's so adamant on this, she's 6 experience points away from getting the feat.
Am I?
Yes.
I hadn't scrolled up. Fuck!
Fuck.
It's what happens when you have 3 sessions of traveling and cooking twice a day.
Can you fucking roll D&D Beyond?
No, I'm D&D Beyond, and I don't want.
Can it do advantage? No, it's just not rolling. It's not rolling. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and that's a +4, and my DC was 13.
So you'll get that. And then just
So-
roll another d10.
D20.
Just add 1 special blue and 1 special... Oh yeah, you did get the dexterity. So yes, the green one is of a it's this poisonous dragon crumpled on the floor, like head detached with a great sword, like most of the way through it from Val. You see all of them standing next to him in a battle stance. I forget where the rest of the fucks were during that, even though it was only last session.
I was also right
Are you
there.
giving me these at breakfast?
Yeah, I was there with my spear. That was the only time I actually went into melee combat, and I came 1 hit from dying. 1 HP from dying.
You've already got the blue one, and I finished the green one up this morning over breakfast.
Okay. Cool. That makes sense because that is pancakes! And so that is really awesome pancakes.
Good time.
And it'll make sense because Val taught her how to make pancakes.
I could go for pancakes. If I
Oh, wait, I thought that was
I
higher.
will because it's
Mistress.
And
the only food I have.
I earned the chef feat.
No, you don't
making
actually.
pancakes.
I thought it was
Fuck
higher.
you.
No, it was. The math shows you were there. You did a 3. You were 6 away. You did a 3 XP and a 2 XP.
Wow.
I do not make pancakes. It really is pancakes.
Unadulterated. Fuck you.
It really, like I put her above it because I was like, I saw like the XP. I'm like, okay, she's gonna make something else. She said pancakes. I looked at it and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I have to take this away.
Chris, were they blueberry pancakes? Because you just got blue balled hard.
You did.
You just got beans away.
Oh my god, JR!
Jake just said, "Fuck you."
I'm just so glad that popped up full screen for me.
What just popped? Oh, it's closed. Discord's closed for me.
Fuck you. Fuck.
Anyways, somebody roll the d20 for today. I don't care who.
Banned for showing your face on the server.
Oh no! Yeah, that's the reason.
Oh no, I'm getting Jake.
Oh, okay.
So Mistress rolled it, so 11. I was hers. We'll go with hers.
No, that's fine. I think we clicked at the same time.
All right, 11. Let's go.
It is actually, because you've already done this one, a peaceful encounter. It's nothing happens today.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
just-
it's a cow. That's crazy.
It's you
That's what the
see a
fuck
cow
why?
that you
cow.
can't hunt because we're not doing this shit.
Cause fuck you guys.
I pet the
Going
cow.
to Port Damali.
Yeah, I do a run by pet of the cow.
I gently pat the cow as we walk past.
Okay, like character development.
You are a good boy, soldier.
So, here's the last day.
I would like to milk the cow.
I went
Mistress, if you'd like to
went
cook
a cow show,
dinner and
like
breakfast,
a
go
cow
for
and
it.
Sheep show in England, and my dad walked up to the cow, petted it.
I can fail both of them and not make the chef feat.
You can, technically, if you fail both of them.
I
Don't
know.
fail.
So,
Easy.
here's how we're going to do the last day. You have run through 75% of my encounters. So there's 5 encounters left, basically.
We're doing all 5.
So,
Don't roll a d5.
all of you are going to roll a d20, and then I'm going to roll a... Actually, all of you will roll a d20, and I'll pick from those, if any of them are still available.
Now you're thinking like a real DM. Why let dice decide
We ought to
when you
roll
can
in that
decide?
one.
Holy shit.
True.
Well, so I just want to do it this way, because I was like, we'll roll, but like, 1's already been done, 2's already been done, 13's already been done, 15's already been done.
So I'm going to make...
Yeah, Chris just rolled 11.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
No, she rolled that for the day before.
Yeah. There's my d20.
Who's also
Or
already been done. Peaceful
the-
encounter.
Do we need to roll again?
No, peaceful encounter.
No, I'm just going to roll a d5 if none of them are available. Yeah, none of them are available, so I'm going to roll.
Mm.
There, I rolled a d5. It's 5.
Did you really? Oh, shit.
Yeah, 1d5.
So that's the nat 20.
Hey.
Did that
None of
roll?
us did.
Yay!
Does she get the chef feat?
Fucking yes.
Yes,
We'll beat
she
you
does.
up if
We'll go
she
through that in
doesn't.
between
Alright.
sessions. This,
So that one was going to be chicken and rice, and then this one is going to be...
See.
so,
well, so with that I make it, and now
You're just doing it for fun.
I'm just doing it for fun. Well, no, it levels up. Like, I still have to do it because I get additional bonuses.
Oh,
It levels up.
Yeah.
We're not done cooking.
Fuck. Guys, we're gonna be here a while.
You know what? I do all the cooking around this house. It's time for y'all to start rolling away.
that one does not pass. I don't
That's
think
a
even if you roll a
failure.
d4. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, we just now start getting benefits
for cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now there's
No,
10.
no,
That. So
She
17
could-
for the chicken and rice. What you do make?
She just leaves. She's like, you know what? Now it's time for y'all to start cooking.
Level up.
So, this is the last day of travel. As you guys, you've already crossed the bridge. We're gonna bring you back to the map for this because we don't need to be on this for this last day since it's at 20.
Constitution or wisdom increased by 1.
We'll get to that. Yesterday, on that nice calm day, you passed the bridge. Now you can actually start to see not the city of Port Damali, but the smoke and the presence of a city. Tiny houses are starting to pop up here and there. I will read that later, Chris. I need to... so many things to read.
It's the first line in the shift beat over and over and over.
Oh, okay. So
it's so extra.
You've now started to see on this last day of travel. You can tell you're getting closer to Port Damali. There's small farms every mile or every couple miles, and then every mile, and you can tell that, like, okay, we're getting there now. Approaching you on a wagon. An interesting wagon at that, Mistress. Of course, you see it first. But it seems to be a tall, almost a wagon that would almost like be able to like open on the sides and display stuff. And you see an old man leaning back with a hat over his eyes and a pipe in his mouth, arms crossed.
Is this fucking Gandalf?
No, are these pets?
And the wagon is being pulled by nothing. It's just moving.
I love it.
And he eyes you and goes, what you guys do for work?
That's a good fucking question. Like, we're adventurers, I guess. Yeah.
We've made money from that.
Yeah,
we do odd and end jobs.
Normally, that implies that, like, people pay us money to do adventurers.
Oh, we just decide to do it
and we adventure and then we loot.
Yes.
So we're somewhere between
coin.
adventurers and looters.
We stumble into coin doing
Tomb Raiders. Call me
others.
Laura Croft.
You guys got
Bailey.
you guys got coin on you?
Yay.
Do you have an agate worth at least 5,000 GP?
Because that would be crazy.
5,000?
1,000.
No, 20.
You say 1,000 and he like actually thinks and he's like, no.
Fuck.
But, and he doesn't jump off. He just starts to slowly float and like correct himself in air to proper posture and lands on the ground next to the cart.
What the fuck are you?
I love you.
Busted.
How can you float? Why is your cart being pulled by nothing?
Love me.
And he'll just like do like jazz hands and be like, magic.
Get out of here, old man.
I mean,
What's magic?
I do some magic myself and say I know how magic works. This is out of character. I'm just not gonna say. X is gonna be like, God,
If he pulls a coin out of my ear,
No,
behind me.
he kicks
I
the
can pull a coin out of your ear.
he kicks the wheel of the side of the cart with the back of his boot, and you see that the side of it actually opens up, like the bottom half of the cart unfolds down into a staircase, and the top half springs up into a little sign that is. Do you have It's in arcane runes, so Soul you can read it, but I think that's it, unless you have Devil's Sight or whatever the invocation is for reading everything.
No, I dropped that one. I used to have it.
Okay, so I will DM you what it says.
Wow.
But inside the cart, you don't see a like display case. You see a room that's much bigger than it should be, like a full-on like actual shop room.
He's the doctor.
He is the doctor.
And he just walks inside the cart and just like motions for you all to follow.
Guys,
Alright, yeah, sure.
He's the doctor.
Got my whole 107 gold. Can't wait to see what I can buy.
What does this man look like?
Looks around the side of the cart like there should be more room here.
Yeah, Val's intelligence is breaking at this point in time.
It's wild
He's
playing a level 6 character. Where's my fucking 27,000 gold?
Yeah, bigger on the inside than the outside. Kind of like me. Let's go.
See, Val actually has a +1 intelligence. He's just not very wise.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Um,
On the inside, in the display cases, you see great sword. You see great swords, short swords, spears. All weapons and armor that you can imagine are just lining the walls.
Sir, do you have a teleportation circle? Mayhaps?
Yes. To your next question, no.
Fuck you.
Why are you gonna roll?
What about our third question?
How do you expect to get repeat customers if you won't let them teleport to you?
I prefer
Yeah.
not.
wasn't
I prefer
fair.
not to have repeat customers. They're a pain in the ass.
Alright,
That
yeah,
wasn't
that's
our
fair.
third
What's
question,
your
but
name?
okay.
You got
I
me.
prefer just no.
That also wasn't our third question. But
Mistress,
Such a long-term salesman.
you're blind. The entire room is magical. Literally, the floor, the ceiling, armor, weapons.
Demi-plane.
Yeah. This
Can't
entire
wait to buy none of this because I'm broken also. Like,
Do you have
you have
any...
layaway?
So basically,
Cool.
to just metagame and say it, any +1 armor, any +1 weapon is what's available in this shop.
I can't afford a +1 armor, and my magic weapon's already +1.
Question. Are you trading in gold and platinum, or do you take other items?
If you have something worth trading that I find interesting, I'd be down to add to my collection for a discount to price. I don't really do one-to-one trades.
Dragon parts, perhaps?
His eyes open up and he goes, "Those would suffice for some currency."
Stay right here. Everyone, if you will, follow me outside. We'll be back in just a moment.
He leans back as if he was. There's nothing behind him, but he leans back as if there's a recliner behind him, and he just floats there.
I'm gonna.
could I
it's
tell
not
if he
gonna
was like
work. It
a
never
wizard?
works, but I'm gonna run this game where I try to
Probably a
sell
wizard,
my
right?
shape-shifting spear.
He rolls his eyes at you.
Exa, if you would, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do come out. I was saying that out of character.
I take everybody off a ways, out of sight. I don't know if there's a tree line nearby. And set the bag of holding down. And just start pulling out a shit ton of gold. So, you remember the blue dragon that we killed?
Yeah, I was there.
I kind of forgot. We just shoveled everything into the bag of holding and never split it.
That you did.
Oh,
We've been a little busy since then. So, time to get our cut. That's a good question. Me, Bo, personally, am shit at math, but there's 1,800 gold, 6,000 silver, and 700 copper in the bag of holding.
1,200 silver apiece.
1,200 silver piece.
360 gold apiece. And how much copper?
700.
360 gold apiece. So,
360 gold.
how much silver?
1,200 and 140 copper apiece.
1,200. Okay, I'm gonna convert that 1,200 silver into 120 gold.
That's fine. I really don't care about gold carry weight in this game.
Gold and copper. How much?
140.
140. All right.
1,200 was 120.
1,200 copper is, or 1,200 silver is 120 gold. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Alright, I'm gonna keep saving up my money for that agate.
One day you'll find it.
Is
You
it
don't-
worth the -1 to AC? No. Actually, I don't think I could afford +1 half plate and +1.
No, you +1 half plate would be
+1
50.
anything below that wouldn't be a boost. So
I already have a magic wand. And
How many magic weapons that have some sort of power attached to it, or is this all just +1 stuff?
He looks and are you asking metagaming wise? Because
metagaming, yeah.
yeah, he doesn't have anything specific. You do see some things like Flame Tongue Greatsword that are just You look at the price tag and you're like, yeah, that's like 15,000 gold.
Ooh, that's a nice sword you
Jake.
have there. I'd be willing to trade you for this magical shape-shifting weapon. It can be any weapon you like. It can even be tools, like a butcher's knife or a cup.
He touches it and casts Identify and goes, get your typhoon bullshit away from me.
It's always worth a try. Next is just gonna leave. You said you didn't want freaking customers. What am I gonna do? Not try to fuck you over?
No, he doesn't look at you like, oh, fuck you for trying it. He's just, okay. His demeanor didn't change in any way.
What an absolute lad.
He does, by the way, Soul, he does have +1 wands. He does pretty much anything. It's just a basic. If you want to try and pick up something +1, here's to do it.
Yeah, I can't do like +1 robes, and mage armor wouldn't add to that. So like that wouldn't add to mage armor unless he has like specially enchanted stuff. And I don't need a +1 anything.
What'd you say?
How much are +1 weapons?
Base cost for +1, just so we can skip all this stuff, 400 gold apiece. And if you want to trade in the halberd for a greatsword, he'd give it to you for 200, pretty much buying it at half price.
We never did settle on a price for all of the dragon parts I have either.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah. Fuck. Chris. Nope.
It's in there.
I know.
It's in there.
I keep clicking.
It's in there.
I keep clicking the wrong links. There we go.
It's in there. But also, there's no price on this draconic jerky that I made.
This is true.
And I have 14 servings, and I don't need 14 servings.
Does it tell you?
If you want to just like do it next, then
Yeah.
Value in gold. Okay. 8 gold a tooth, 8 gold a claw. He'll give you per piece of draconic jerky. He'll give you 15 gold. You have 10 pieces. Or sorry, you have 14 pieces. Yeah. I think that you only took every
8 gold a tooth,
8 gold a claw, and then
how much for scales?
20 gold per scale. I'm just looking at a young dragon because I don't want to find all of them.
No, that's fine.
But I'd probably say 20 for big and 10 for small. I don't know.
Well, I just have scales.
Okay, then yeah, we'll do 20. We'll do 15. Say you have half and half.
And then what about the blue dragon horn?
That's a good question. Let me control F that.
This is important, guys, because we have a handful of these things.
Horn is 48 gold. So you have the math on that.
How much would a basic weapon cost?
A basic? What do you mean?
Like a basic common, not +1
It depends on the weapon.
greatsword.
As I Google. Why doesn't it tell me cost? What?
Oh, 50.
There we go.
It lists it in D&D Beyond for me.
Yeah. And he does have monk weapons, by the way, all of them. But I'm guessing you're probably going to keep the mace.
Yeah, because I mean, as far as damage goes, it's going to be just as good as any monk weapon.
Yeah.
And having that extra ability.
And Mistress, he actually does have a Yakua +1.
400?
For 400.
Is he interested in drugs?
hey, aren't we all? Hi, I'm Julian.
He does have a pipe, but it does seem to be tobacco.
I mean, is he interested in reselling drugs?
I don't. He'll just motion around. I like my trade.
All right, fine.
Drugs are just regular stuff plus one anyway.
Right? Right?
He chuckles when you say that, all of them.
Does he want any of my dragon tongue jerky? It's magical. Ish.
He'll look at it and touch it, and you see his eyes go white for a second. He goes, "I'll take 4 pieces," and he'll just move his hand, and he produces 4 platinum for you in exchange.
Say 4 platinum?
Yeah, it's a 10 gold piece, a piece of dragon, 10 gold per dragon turkey.
How much was that potion of fast that homebrewed?
I think it was like 150. I can pull it up, but that's so fucking many documents.
Have we split the gold yet, or are you waiting to sell everything and then split it?
No, everybody should have taken their pieces.
Which was...
I split it.
140 copper, 1200 silver, and
360, I think.
360 gold. Yeah.
140, 1200, 360.
Potion of fast was 150 gold.
Sweet.
Yes, on the Yakua.
Okay. And then whatever armor, I think Mistress wears just basic leather armor would be 500 gold for a +1 leather.
Oh, it's hide.
Isn't that the same thing, basically?
Yeah.
He has +1 hide armor if you want.
For 500?
For 500. Is hide less than leather?
I don't know.
I'm looking it up now. Hide is medium armor.
Right.
12 plus dex, maximum of 2, while leather is 11 plus dex modifier outright. So it'd still be 500. Is Val gonna buy something? Did I? Okay.
What's for the Pinbon ornaments? Because I know you have those listed too.
You bought them for... Technically, you have this stuff. You bought it for 100 gold apiece.
Yeah, I have them, but there's no price listed.
No, on the thing I sent you for your home game, you have the document.
Good point. You're right.
And I have the hide armor instead of the Aqua.
As long as I get my gold, take whatever you want.
Gamer.
He's very... Huh? It's 100 to buy it.
Yeah. He's not going to take it.
No, he's going to buy everything at half price.
Yeah.
And Bo, you have the prices for everything because I sent you that too, of what this guy sells.
Oh, did you?
Remember the text doc I sent you? I just copy and pasted it and sent it in.
Oh, was this the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except I think I made the weapons... I forget. So Mistress and Val, are you gonna... Is Mistress buying the armor, not the Yakua?
Mistress is buying the armor, not
Okay.
the Aqua.
What is Val gonna buy?
Val wants that greatsword.
The +1 greatsword?
No, the flaming
tongue?
greatsword.
I don't think you can...
You do not.
You can't make it.
How much did you say it was?
Let me look up the rarity again, so I don't say an off price.
I just used it yesterday.
It's rare.
Rare.
So it's gonna be like...
Looking on that page and I don't see it.
That's... The Flame Tongue Greatsword's not on there. This isn't that.
Oh, okay.
Flame Tongue Greatsword's gonna be more than you can afford.
Yeah. More than any of us could.
Yeah, it's a rare magic item, which is gonna put it at like multiple thousands of gold.
Oh, I thought you said 1,500.
No.
Sorry.
Like 1,500.
No, like I had shot out 15,000. It wouldn't be that much.
Yeah, you said 15,000. I thought you said 1,500. I was like, that's a little cheap, but
No, it's gonna be probably realistically like 5,000 plus gold. But he does have some of those rare magic items. But you look at the price tags, and they're substantially more than a level 6 party can afford.
Yeah.
But if you'd like to trade the halberd and your greatsword, or the halberd, he will take your greatsword too for 25 gold as something he can enchant in the future.
No, there's no reason to. I'm attached to it.
Okay.
I have a +1 weapon when I need it.
Yep. It was just the option. And I... Oh, how much would these cost? Nah, never mind. It's 1101.
Yeah,
guys, we didn't make it.
Actually, and we will end. No, you did this did this right outside of Port Damali. You do see this. You do see the city of Port Damali before you. You're not at the gate, but you have arrived.
We arrived.
We don't arrive until we make it in.
Woo! Bang, bang. Hey, 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 hey.
So next session we will pick up with you guys in Port Damali.
Old armor for 5. It's 10 normally.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll take it just so we can enchant it later. Do we even pick out who we're going to raid?
Whiskey, I think.
Okay.
I do want to pull Baldur's Gate though, and as soon as we walk out the door, just set his thing on fire and kill him and take all his loot.
I don't think we could kill him.
We literally wouldn't have any.
Some grease and a fireball spell.
That's all you need, guys. Grease and fireball.
Grease and
I think he could probably take us all.
If you had tried, I'll tell you this for free. If you had tried, all the armor stands around you, which probably numbered in like 8 to 10 were animated armors.
It's a running joke in our Baldur's Gate game that every time we come across a shopkeep, we always wind up pissing them off and killing them. So we sell a bunch of stuff,
Take their
and
gold.
then wind up killing them and taking everything plus some.
We have kept 3 traders alive because they're all in the same city, and they get all of our loot.
The whole city attacks you.
Yeah.
Every other trader on the map has died.
Yeah.
that's wild and or wacky.
Some purposefully, some because we're really bad at life decisions.
Yeah, also, if you guys were trying to decide whether or not you want to get Baldur's Gate 3, just get it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
It's early-
It's
it's
a
an early
buggy
access
mess,
though,
but
right?
it's fun.
Yeah.
It's early access, but they fixed a lot of. They're fixing bugs weekly. It's actually.
Go right now.
But don't get attached to
Bye.
it. Bye.
Bye.
You're like, we simply